been a long time since you streamed and you don't know if anybody's going to show up. Hey, people are showing up. I was a little worried. I haven't streamed in a while. I'm going to turn this mic down a little bit. How is everybody doing tonight? Hey, Jet, don't worry at all. If you're here, I appreciate you. Tammy, I gave a little bit this morning on Deck, so I knew I was going to be doing this stream, so I tried to save some more. No, you Arch, and geez, there's a lot more people here showing up already than I expected. Welcome, everybody, and thank you. Thank you. Hi. I haven't even had time to check and make sure everything in my stream is working here. It looks like we're good. Aw, Tammy's been a member for 4 months. Thank you, buddy. It's actually evening where I'm at. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. So, yeah. I'll just tell everybody real quick in case it's hard to imagine anybody who's on YouTube doesn't know what Thankmas is. But Thankmas is a yearly tradition now. I would say a tradition now because I think it started in like 2016. We did our first one last year, and it was actually really cool. I think we raised about $250. I'm doing good, Ian. Mr. Tasslaw, thanks, everybody. Hi. So tons of YouTubers, streamers, celebrities, all kinds of people team up to try and raise money for Thankmas. So this year, the money's going to World Central Kitchen, which is a charity that takes meals in and helps people right when disasters happen. Hurricanes and earthquakes, all kinds of things. And already, like, Jacksepticeye, of course, did his big tradition. He's kind of the person behind all these and raised like $10 million today. So it's huge. It's absolutely huge. But as part of the RecTuber crew, for some of you who've been with the channel a long time, the RecTubers were a group of Rec Room players that kind of did this like championship a couple years ago just for fun. And as a part of that group, we've done Thankmas now. And I guess this is the second year I've been involved. I think they might have done it before. Martin, thank you. Smash like, thank you. Hey, I appreciate everybody showing up already. I feel like there's so many people here I haven't even gotten through what I need to say to get this started. Yeah, I'm on YouTube here too, but I think I need to, something's not quite right with the stream on this end. So I need to do one more thing here to make sure this looks right. Last time I spoke to you was on your Minecraft VR World Originals. That was a while back, wasn't it? Okay, here's the actual stream. So, oh my gosh, I need to put the donation link here for anybody who wants to donate. And any money from this stream is all, of course, going to Thankmas. So, the numbers you see on the screen right now, the RecTuber group, Killer X and Deck, they already did streams today. They're in Europe, so they're way ahead of my time. So that 250.11 is how much has been raised total. You don't have to worry about giving. You know, I appreciate that you're here, but if you do have something to give, it's hugely appreciated. But that's what they've raised already. So this is as a group, RecTubers are doing this together. So I'm thinking we should be able to get it across that line. Instant chat is broken. Chat looks good on my end. So if there's anything going wrong, let me know. Jay, waffles or pancakes? Usually waffles. Geez, we got over 20 people here, over 10 likes. Thank you, everybody. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out a little bit tonight, chat, talk about whatever you want to talk about. Said chat is frozen. I see it all coming through on my screen and on my end. So let me know if that's really the case. I just dropped in the word test twice and it popped right up on the screen. Yeah, chat's doing good. So what I do have, in case anybody is able to donate or wants to, I actually have these snowflakes here that Nat cut out. These are from last year, and all the ones up on the wall are last year's donators. So some of them up on the wall, we had an anonymous one, Anthony, Aqua Rum, Beef, J. Brian Sanchez, Cheryl, Crusher Fire, Trapper VR, a bunch of them up there ended up giving a couple $100. So thank you, everybody. Like I already said, love to Triangle PC. Isn't that cool? I was so happy how this turned out when we built it. Yeah. I also, something that I'm doing this year for the first time, although the logistics might be a little tricky, I got a whole bag of JayBratt stickers here. So I figure anyone who donates, you just have to reach out to me on Discord or something, and I'll send you some JayBratt stickers. I have them, thanks to Styrian right now, I have them in all different shapes and sizes and stuff, and they'll fit in an envelope pretty easily to ship out. So all of that too. Collab with Diamond VR Bro. I don't know who Diamond VR is. Diamond VR Bro? Is it Diamond VR Bro or just Diamond VR? Yeah, Temmie. I need to send you some as a member anyways. Yeah. Link says campaign ended for Killer X. I wonder if he set it up to... It's still open on my end, so let me make sure it didn't give you the old one. Let's see. Gosh, you can tell I haven't streamed in a while, can't you? I'm putting a new message in chat. And I'm going to pin this one. So it should definitely, if it says Thankmas 22 at the end, replace pin message, then that's the one that works. Can you review a Township's Tale? I think, boy, I could be wrong, but I think we have some Township's Tale content on the channel, Ing. It's a game you have to play a ton of times, so I didn't make like a proper review. Buyback says chat's froze for you too. Do you see it here on the screen? I mean, here on the screen, it's all working fine for me. Everything looks good. Hey, Originals, get some sleep, buddy. I know it is late. It is really late. Okay, I'm gonna go. Nope. Let's not share this while I'm putting in my credit card information. Okay, so I need to open a new window. That could have been funny. Oh, somebody just gave 20 bucks. I need to pull up the part that shows who gave what. So let me get a little better at this, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done this. Got browser. This is here. Move this up here. We can see it a little more. Whoever gave $20, I want to say thank you. I need to get this up here where it shows. Oh my gosh, it's already up to 300. So people have already given $50. What the heck? All right. Let me come back in here. Okay. Give me just a second here, but I'm trying to get this up, and you're already beating me to the punch and beating the goal. So give me a second here. I was trying to go and donate myself just to make sure it was working. Okay. We've got these 3 total of $50. Okay, I want live. Jeez, okay. Jeez, Mr. Tasselhoff. Okay. You know what that means. I'm so going to get behind on chat. Okay, Mr. Tasselhoff. I'm just going to put as Mr. Tass. Gave $30 already. And just like last year, I'm going to keep these like how I kept the ones from last year. So we got a $30 donation from Mr. Tass. I kind of want these to be more visible. Maybe I'll stick the ones from this year on my PC here. There. That's visible, right? That's big enough that you can see that. Mr. Tass 30. We got another 20 bucks. Aw, from JayBratt. You know she's here supporting. It'll be really easy for me to deliver stickers to her. I like this. We've got last year's donations up on the door, but then we'll just cover this year's PC. The PC this year in snowflakes for this year's donations. So there's 50 bucks. Jeez, thank you, everybody. I'm using the M2 Plus. Okay. I'm way behind on chat here as everything's going on, but I've got these up here so I can see the donations. I see Bothia came in and gave $79 earlier today. Dwayne, thank you. Oh my goodness. I did not expect this to pop off this early. Thank you, everybody. We've already raised $60. All right, these snowflakes don't quite have the writing space the other ones did. Wayne gave. Oh my gosh, then this is Anaxa. Jeez. Okay, people, I can't even keep up here. Okay, Dwayne, $10. I only had one roll of Scotch tape and it broke, so I'm using packaging tape for this. So really having fun here. Okay, Dwayne. Trying to make sure these all stay visible here. Okay, I am gonna catch up on chat, everybody. I promise. Just we got so many donations coming, I can't even keep up. What's up, Jay? Hey there. I was thinking, Melon, once we get a little further into this and I get things kind of sorted out, I was kind of thinking we might play something like Gardic Phone or something, like not stream some VR game where I'm not really gonna be able to pay attention, but something like fun like that we can play all together. Or I can't think of what the one is called where it's basically Pictionary. Yeah, I thought that would be cool. All right, Zanaxa, I gotta get you a snowflake here. Nat, if you're listening, I need more snowflakes. Dwayne, I got your $10 right there, buddy. Thank you. Okay. You all got so much going on with me here. Okay. The Zanaxa says, thank you for using your platform for noble causes. Dwayne says, glad to help keep up the good work. Mr. Taushoff says, good causes are the best causes. Thank you for all you do. Let's just make sure the goal thing isn't a concern. Yeah, you already got that handled. Thank you. All right, the Zanaxa gave 10. All right. Sammy V, I love your videos. You guys do. Wouldn't have got it. Oh, thank you. That is like the ultimate compliment, I think, to a VR YouTuber, is that you got VR because of what you saw on the channel. Like, that is, the goal is to spread VR, spread the love of VR, and of course to help people. That's what our channel really specializes in, who have VR, get the most out of their experience, because there's no sadder story than someone had one and they didn't know what games to get or how to make it comfortable and they got rid of it. So that really means a lot. Thank you. Just got Beat Saber a few weeks ago. Hi Jet. Hi Jet. I got Beat Saber several years ago and I'm still practicing too. The way you hyped it maybe, it's awesome. It is awesome though, isn't it? Isn't it? I might be saying that wrong. You might need to correct me one of these days. Is it He-Jet or Hi-Jet? All right, we've already got 4 donations. We've already done $70, which is quite a bit because everybody did it today, and I mean it was $250, so that's a big contribution. How much it is? I was gonna donate here myself, and I want to do that still. So let me at least want to get another one here in the books to start it. But I'm imagining we'll probably do a few through the evening. So. Man, Mr. Tass did 30. How can I outdo him? I shouldn't be giving away my secrets here before I actually even hit donate. Make sure that my information isn't on the screen. Google Pay makes this easier. Okay. Junko, we do have giveaways going on, so feel free to jump in on those. All right. Okay, so I think I just donated. Now I need to go to where I can see the donations. So it does look like there's a bit of a delay on donations because I just did one. It doesn't show up right away. So for those of you who did, all right, so we just went up to 351. So I think that might be counting the donation. I'm not going to put myself on these because I don't have enough snowflakes for that. I might have to get one down. If someone pops in and does a donation from last year, I might just add it to theirs again. You got a Pimax 8K and you want a Quest, Junko? You just want that portability? Hi, Avery. How are you? I appreciate the mods here in the chat. I want to say thank you. Unfortunately, I can't change the goal on it because it's not my fundraiser. This is Killer X set it up. So we just have to blow the goal out of the water. And then when he wakes up in Europe, he's going to be blown away to see that. So I think that's what we have to do here. I'm trying to see how this works because I see. Okay, there we go. I guess I have to refresh this other screen once in a while. All right, I did 31 to beat you, Mr. Tass. All right, let me look at chat here. Schmiley is having an amazing time making a Beat Saber. I've never made a Beat Saber level. I've always been curious to try mapping and see what it's like, but I feel like I just don't have the skills for it. Mr. Tasker threatening me. I don't know that I have the disposable income at the moment to get into a donation war, but we actually just took our cats in to get their teeth cleaned. I don't know if you have cats and you do. If you have cats and you haven't, it's really good for them. They give them some anesthesia, they go to sleep, and they completely clean their teeth and everything. But it costs a ton of money. It's very good for the cats, but it costs a lot. So that was our gift. That was our Christmas present for me and Nat to each other, was taking care of the cat's teeth, both of them at the same time. I think this is a good idea, not gonna lie, in the stream. So Vibex, I'm so glad you're here enjoying the vibes. I like the border's fun. Aw, thank you. Did you see I got a Christmas tree? It's a little tiny fake one kind of in the background. Maybe I should read yours. We got Jerafina back. For those of you who have been around the channel a long time, you might remember her. And then we got this little rotating light up fiber optic Christmas tree here for fun too. Okay, I'm trying to sit here where I'm not in the way of everything, because I got like this. Oh, I got this Thankmas logo here. We got the donations over here, which I need to keep an eye on. All right. We've got of course, the actual thing up here. Like I said, we're just gonna have to blow it away because I can't change the goal because Killer X is in bed. What breed are your cats? My cat's a domestic longhair. I think they're both mutts. People call Willow a tuxedo cat because she's black and white, and Libby, she's like some sort of a gray tabby. People have said her name. Oh, here she is. Hey, people want to see you. You want to come up here? You want to come up here? People want to see what you look like. Maybe you can tell me what she is. Come on. She's looking at me like, I'm not sure. She's annoyed with me, I think, because I put her down twice because I was trying to set everything up for the stream. She really wanted to lay on me. And I put her down twice. Come on. Do I have to lean back? Is that what you want me to do? Come on. Okay. This is Libby. Oh god, you've probably seen her in videos. She has white paws and a white chest. Look at him, Libby. And she does this to me all the time. She climbs up here on my shoulder and then she'll drop down to my lap. Although right now I can feel her claws are in my shirt, so that may not go so well. I'll go down to my lap now. Oh, there you go. And then she just falls down, lays in my lap, and goes to sleep while I'm editing and stuff. Looks like it was shorter for... Oh, that's awesome, Avery. Oh my gosh. Okay, what happened? Something happened to the donations. Hang on. I see we're over 400 now. Assassin32. Thank you so much. And Cobalt 0100. I can't read the rest on here. Yay, Thankmas. Okay. That's it, everybody. I'm already out of snowflakes. Hopefully Nat's working on more. All right. I'm just going to put Cobalt on this one. Nat, if you're making snowflakes, can you make sure there's room to write on them? It's a little tricky depending on where the holes are. Cobalt. Got 20 bucks. Thank you so much. Seriously. This is going to blow away the rec tubers when they wake up and see that, because a lot of them are in Europe, funny enough. Deck and Killer X. So they're in bed. They've been in bed. They're going to wake up and see that this has gone way over goal and have no idea why or how. Assassin32, thank you so much. 32. Oh, I see what you did. I saw the $32 and I was thinking Assassin32, that's your name. So you were just hitting me with that, and then I realized the $32 was so that you could beat what I had donated. So thank you. All right. And any of you who are here, if you joined more recently, remember, if you give any donations here, feel free to hit me up on Discord. I've got tons of JayBratt stickers. All I need is, if you're under 18, well, parental permission first. But if not, just an address, and I can throw some of those stickers in an envelope and send them to you. Libby's interested in the snowflakes. All right. I'm trying not to cover up the other ones, so that's going to get tricky here. Can we still see that one? We got Assassin 32. We got the Zanaxa, Cobalt, JayBratt, Dwayne, and Mr. Tass. Tons of donations. We're up over $400. 150 of that already is from us. So thank you so much. You weren't in the Discord, Sammy. I'm glad I left that up there for everybody to see. Alexander, how are you? Fishy VR. How was the LASIK? Good question. What is today? Today is Saturday. It's been almost 3 weeks. I have 2015 vision again, which is incredible. It was all laser, so it went really well. And I've got a 1 month check-in still. I think at the 1 month I'll make a video about it, just talking about, like, because VR is the reason I did it. If it wasn't for VR, I probably wouldn't have, but being in and out of headsets, glasses, lenses, contact lenses, it was just too much to deal with. And it's been huge. I wake up in the morning, I can see. I don't have to think about finding something. Like, it's great. I would say if you've been on the fence for a while and you're thinking about it, it was definitely worth it for me. Shout out to JayBratt, who's here in the comments. Oh, where are the scissors? The good scissors, Nat, are in the closet with the wrapping paper because I was wrapping up gifts. So they're like sitting in the top of the wrapping paper. Yeah, LASIK was great. Assassin 32 did the $32 for both reasons. Okay, I see it. Within worship, it's 9:22 at night. You must be 2 hours ahead of me. It's 7:20 here where I'm at. It's 4:21 for Vivex. In the afternoon or in the middle of the night? Sammy B, I'm Soda Boy in the Discord. I made up that name after I made this YouTube. Nice. Nice. Well, thank you for joining the Discord. I haven't even been keeping an eye on the actual stream here. We got 25 people here, 22 likes. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Last year, the Rec Tours raised 500. Maybe we can best that this year. I think at this rate, I think it could happen. I definitely am feeling good about it, Temmie. Last year, our channel raised 250. So we've already done 150. And I feel like I haven't even hardly been streaming. So yeah, we've been here for 20 minutes. So that's huge. My personal goal is just to beat last year. So if we beat 250, I'll be really happy. But even $150 already is huge. Thank you, everybody who's donated, really. All right, let me look at these comments. It's kind of funny, the music that I have on. You can hopefully hear it. I didn't really check the audio levels. It's taken me back because this is the same music I was using at nighttime during the 10 days in VR last year. So like when I'd wake up in the night and I'd check on the stream and stuff, this music was what I would hear playing because this is the sleep stream music that's on right now. And it takes me back. That was a wild 10 days last year for those of you who were here with me for that. I would kind of wish I had gotten LASIK before that. Luckily, I just had a set of lenses, prescription lenses that helped. But it definitely, when I first took the headset off after 10 days, it wasn't like that amazing moment of, wow, everything looks so clear. It was like, everything's so fuzzy because I don't have my contacts in. Hey, no worries, Vivex. Thank you. Oh, I see there's another donation. Let me go look at this. I'm trying to keep my eyes on everything at once here. We got another $10 from Undead Snake. Nat, I need the... I know she's working on snowflakes right now. We got another $10, Undead Snake. Thank you for supporting Thankmas with your stream. Hey, thank you for the donation. Seriously. I do want to do more charity live streams. I feel like Thankmas has been a really cool thing to try. Did you have astigmatism? Avery, I had a little astigmatism in one eye. They weren't concerned it was such a small amount, even with LASIK. I know that can be an issue, I think, for people who do have it. But I had a little bit in my left eye, and both eyes have come out great. My right eye is a little bit clearer than my left. Like when they pull up the charts and I see the 2015 line, my right eye, there's no question what they are. My left eye is a little tiny bit fuzzy. I could still read it, so they did declare that I was 2015 in both eyes. Libby just stole my pen. But yeah, I do have a little bit of astigmatism in my left eye. Luckily, overall, my prescription wasn't even too bad. I didn't even need glasses till about maybe 8 years ago was when I first got them. But even in those 8 years, like the inconveniences and stuff of having them, it is so nice to not have them. Aw, there's Nat back there. Isn't she cute? I got one snowflake here ready for you, Undead Snake. Undead. I'm trying to write bigger so it'll show up better on camera. For another $10. Thank you so much. Well, I think my whole plan here of using my PC to display these is not going to live on forever. I'm going to have to switch because I've already just about covered it. Thank you, everybody. Seriously, so fast. Make sure I haven't missed anybody here. We started and we had Nat, Tass, Dwayne, Zanaxa, me, Cobalt, and Assassin have all donated. Thank you so much, everybody. So on the rec tier thing, it does say last year we managed to raise over 550. I don't think I'm the last. Well, I mean, I'm the last one today, but I don't think I'm the last one for the whole thing. It's possible. That'd be a lot. We'd have to raise $140 more to beat last year. So it's possible. That's the coolest looking PC. Where do you find a case like that? Sammy B, if you look on Amazon and do pyramid case, there's more than one. This is kind of the original. The Aza pyramid case was like, they were like one of the first ones I know to make one like this. And this is actually the mini version because I want to make it small because the full size version is pretty huge. But if you look now, there's other ones too that are a lot less expensive also because the Aza cases are way too much money. I just really want to make something unique. Worship, don't worry at all. If you're just here hanging out, if you like the stream, if you hashtag anything, hashtag Thankmas, if you're talking about with anybody, that makes a huge difference. Nobody here has to feel like they need to donate. But seriously, if you do, it's awesome. It's just, these are always really fun. But yeah, if you check on Amazon, you just type in Pyramid PC case, you'll see a bunch of options. There's some newer ones that are like a lot less. So there was one that was 150 that I was considering, but the problem was it's so big. Like you gotta have space for it. It was like 2 feet wide and it had like, instead of 4 sides, it had like 5 or 6 sides. So it was kind of more round, but it looked really cool. Yeah, this one, it was a lot of work. I don't know that I'd recommend building a mini if you build one. I'd probably build the mid-size one because the mini, it was so hard to cram everything in there. I can become a supporter soon. I just need to wait for lots. Aw, Vivex, thank you. I hear. Oh, thank you. All right, we are prepared with more snowflakes again. We are prepared, so thank you. Oh, this music takes me back. All right, let me look here because I'm definitely way behind. Fishy, I wear contacts and glasses and I kind of want LASIK. What they want from you is they want you to be stable before they do it. So they want to see that your prescription doesn't change for a couple years. Luckily, mine from when I first got really never changed. So they said I was definitely a good candidate, but it's very worth it. Like to be able to wake up and just go, so nice. To not have to like worry about like, oh no, if something happened, I have something on my contact and like, I had a time where a contact fell out and I couldn't find it. I had to drive home basically with one eye once. Like, it's not fun. I know. Avery, I've heard that even if you do get the astigma fixed, it'll always come back, which sucks. I have astigmatism in both eyes and it sucks. IPD turned all the way to the max and still can't see. Yeah, I don't know that much about astigmatism in eyes, but I know that it's very common to at least have it in one eye. Yeah. Hi, Jay, you're becoming a huge VR creator that even Meta knows you. I felt so surprised. For those of you who weren't here when that happened, Meta reached out, it was about a year ago, and said that they were having this ambassador program and they were interested in us for it, which I was pretty shocked because we had always been pretty, critical isn't even the right word. We had been pretty harsh on Meta for some of their decisions and trying to like monopolize the VR industry. And so I talked to them and I was like, I'm interested in the program. I think it would enable the channel to do a lot in the future because it would mean we get the headsets ahead of time. We'd be able to review them sooner. But I was also like, I'm not going to change the way I talk about anything. I'm not going to act different. And they said that that's what they wanted. They said they want that critical feedback. They were trying to kind of change the way they looked at feedback. And so that was part of the reason they wanted to bring me on. So I said, okay, let's do it. But I even said in that first video talking to all of you, like, I fully anticipate getting kicked out of the program. And it's been a year and I haven't been, even though some of our videos have still been a little, I don't know if aggressive is the right word, but direct and harsh. You know how the channel goes. So they seem like they really did want the feedback. So I think that's cool. I think it does show some, hopefully improvements. Hey, Hamad, good to see you here. All right, let me see because I'm way behind in chat here. Music has good vibes. This was what I kind of slept to during my 10 days in VR last year. So this all takes me back. Underrated. Aw, thank you, Vibex. I do feel like we've been very fortunate in our growth. Like, I know there, of course, are channels on YouTube that balloon and blow up fast, but I've hung out with so many channels and watched them over the years that put out consistently good content for years and don't grow the way we have either. So I feel very blessed for what's happened with the channel. And the fact that we're going to all kinds of things and getting sent all kinds of places, like, those are things I didn't think would happen for years, if ever. I thought it would be channel had to be at like 100,000 or 500,000 before anyone said, hey, we'd like to send you to this event and have you be there. And I mean, that started happening this last year, which was really wild. Fishy, thanks for telling me that my eyes are the same, so I only one box of contacts. That's what I started doing. I started getting one box of contacts. Jarrett Tolbert, appreciate you, JayBratt. You definitely steered me to the right accessories for my Quest 2. Without you, I would have wasted a lot of money. Hey, thank you so much. Much love, Jarrett. Seriously, that's what I'm here for. I'm trying to save everybody on the bad ones, because there's a lot of companies trying hard and they might mess up along the way, and that's okay. But some of them are just out there to like take advantage, and I don't like that. We're trying to call those ones out and make sure and keep everybody knowing what's good. And honestly, like, people say a lot in the comments, thanks for the honesty, thanks for your direct opinions. And it's funny because I don't really think of it that way. Like, I always, when I watch channels, I wanted them to, when you review stuff, sure, I want to hear what's good, but I want to hear what's bad, because everything has something wrong with it. There's no such thing as a perfect product. I want to hear both sides and then decide if I want to buy it or not. And so that's just always what we have done. That's because we can't make it without your professional feedback. Avery, I think it's a good sign that Meta is taking feedback. I do wonder about their future sometimes with the decisions they make and how things are going, but we'll see what happens. This dude keeps tracks on what he says in his videos. I try. We've made a lot of videos. It's sometimes hard to remember keeping up on everything. What's up, Arfix? Good evening. Good to see you. Yeah, we're here with Thankmas. We've raised $160 in like a half an hour, which is really cool. Everybody, thank you so much, seriously. And again, if you joined more recently, if you donate, I've got these snowflakes here. I'm writing names and amounts on these, and I keep these. Those ones up here are actually from last year's Thankmas stream a year ago. I kept these all year in here on the mirror to remind me everybody who supported, and then I'm gonna just pile these on there too. So I may not have a mirror anymore, but I do like to keep them to see what's happened. I actually have a lot of keepsakes from the channel over the years that probably a lot of people wouldn't keep, but I have stickers from developers and stuff on the walls in there. I've just kept a lot because it's been a real journey, thanks to all of you. Seriously, thank you. Dwayne, it's growing because you keep your reviews honest. We all know honesty is the best one. It really is. Well, and the funny thing too, like when we talk about like honesty in reviews, it's also the law. Like, I don't know how some of these channels that are like, mincing their words and not really, like, if the FTC guidelines say if you get sent something, you have to give your like full honest opinion, and that's like the law. So yeah, when people say that they're always shocked that we're so honest and direct, I'm like, it's the law. Like, you have to. But we're not here to get caught up in that. We're here to keep the good vibes. So I'm just gonna say we keep it honest, and that's just how we do it. So it's gonna stay that way. Love the setup. Thank you, Hamad. It's all been because of you all over the last 3.5 years now. We've been doing this. All the support from you has gotten everything that's around me. There was some donations during some live streams that got these all the insulation, the soundproofing stuff you see on the walls. This was actually sent to us by a channel supporter who was here in the Thankmas stream last year. Cheryl sent us this that's on the door here. The PC was bought through channel money. I mean, everything is because of this channel. So thank you. It's because of all of you out there that have supported us for 3.5 years now. Hi Jet, even if this channel dies, I hope not. I'll always be watching your videos, coming fast and enjoying the videos. I appreciate you always show up almost first on every video. Seriously, I don't know how you do it. You must be just ready and waiting for a notification. This guy's the best. Within worship, you're the best. Thank you. Fishy, for Christmas for my parents, I asked for the Kiwi Design Elite battery strap and the Bow VR attachment with the battery you made a video on. Nice. Nice. That's going to be a solid setup if you get those. Joko had a Secret Santa right now and got gifted an IR light, the one that goes in the quest. Nice! So now you can play your quest in the dark. That is a pretty cool idea. Like, it actually sort of turns your quest to, kind of gives it night vision if you use it that way too, which is fun. Oh. Sammy B, it's cool me and you are friends. Mavel, thank you. Thank you so much. I gotta keep track of the super chats because those are also gonna get donated to Thankmas. So I'm gonna give you a snowflake for that one, Mavel. Do $5. I'm gonna make sure any Any super chats, anything that come in also go to this. Hey, Cohen. Sammy, it's cool. To me, you are friends with people like BMF and Nathy who aren't small. They're not the biggest, and they have people like you who are smaller. It is... I couldn't believe when Nathy reached out to me, actually, because Nathy was someone that I had been watching for a long time. Okay, it went up. Hang on. There was another donation on the Thankmas as well. I got to go look. Arfix, thank you. My little contribution to your nice initiative. Have a wonderful Christmas. Arfix, you have a wonderful Christmas, too. Thank you. 423. So we've now raised 170 of that. Thank you, everybody. Arfix. Nat, I need more snowflakes. Nat, luckily, is providing us with snowflakes here. I'm trying to be very careful not to accidentally write through one of the holes in these snowflakes and permanent marker my mouse pad here. Gosh, I am just not going to be able to keep my thoughts on track here because something keeps happening every few minutes here. Okay, we're running out of room on the PC, everybody. So, Nathy, actually, the first thing that I think was the reason he reached out to me was he tweeted after our Quest Pro kind of in-depth video came out, and he said that this was the best Quest Pro review he had seen, which was like, because I've been watching him since like, I mean, I don't know how much most of you know about Nathy, but if you followed his channel, thank you so much, love. There was a time where Nathy still lived with his parents, you know, he was a kid, and he had like this cool Mario Brothers. Oh, Libby. I have a cat on my lap, so it's very hard to bend over and reach for this pen that she knocked on the ground. Ugh. So Nathy lived there, and I used to watch him when he did like his original Vive content, because I was waiting on my pre-order for a PSVR, and I really wanted VR, and so when games would come out and stuff, I'd watch him play it to kind of get an idea of what was coming. And so for him, all those years later, when he's been in the Guinness Book of World Records and like done all these things, has this huge channel, it was pretty crazy that he like tweeted that our review was the best one he had seen. And then he DM'd me on Twitter and was like, hey, I don't have one of the accessories or something. I can't remember now. These times are a blur. But he was like, hey, I want to use a clip of your video if that's okay to talk about in mine. And I was like, of course that's okay. Like, please do. I was super stoked. And then after that, it was like, he's like, hey, we're going to set up a group for Among Us. Do you want to play? And I was like, yeah, definitely. But it's a thing about like this community. I've talked about it a little bit after we went to San Francisco last year and I met a bunch of other VR YouTubers. Like, everybody is like, they know you through your content. So even though you haven't interacted or something, like you meet someone and they're like, hey, I like that video you did on this thing. And it's like, oh my goodness, show us the cat. Okay, I see that she's down here. So I'm going to see if maybe I can just turn the camera a little bit for a minute. Okay. Unscrew and kitty cam. I will take this piece of paper here that I don't want sitting there. Move that out of the way. I have a hammer there because I'm redoing some stuff in the studio. This is what she does while I'm sitting here trying to edit and stuff. She lays across my lap like this, and then I can't move or get up. And she wants me to stay here for hours when she does this, so that she can just sleep. Libby, you are a pain in the butt, but you're very cute. Oh no. Did you just knock my Sharpie? She just knocked my Sharpie down again. Libby, why? Why do you hate my Sharpie? It's so hard with a cat on your lap to reach the floor. Maybe I can keep Libby in the frame a little bit. Oh, now she's getting up. She's like, okay, you moved too much. Oh, she makes my knee tired doing that. Okay, make sure the all of our donations are in frame here. Seriously, crushed the day's goal. Everybody here, thank you so much. Kat, I know what you want to do. I know you want to knock everything down. She's going to sit there and block the donations now, but that's okay. We'll let her stay there for a while. Kat's stealing the show. The Nathy Among Us, Assassin says, the Nathy Among Us video where you're all falling and he jumped into the vent. That was the most funny moment ever. If you missed the Among Us video, basically we were all playing Among Us VR, and it was down to like the last bit. There was like 4 of us left, and pretty much everyone had their tasks done. And Nathan's like, oh, I still have 2 tasks left. He was the imposter, but he was saying that to make it seem like, because we were all like, why haven't we finished this yet if everybody has their tasks done? And so we're all following him to try and so he can go do his task. And he keeps running because he has nowhere to go because he can't do a task. So he literally runs right in front of all of us and just jumps into a vent. And it's like, it was over. We were all laughing because like, obviously he was the imposter then, but he had nothing else he could do. So he just bolted. Nice game set. Thank you, KJ. It's all thanks to all of you. Seriously, Libby is pretty. She's pretty. She's turning 12 this next year, which is not super old for a cat, but it's definitely up there. It kind of always freaks me out. My cat does that, but I need to bend forward. So yeah. Hi, Amenity. Hey there. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up on chat while everything's happening. There's a lot going on at once. Thank you. I think this will be enough for a while, love. Thank you. She's cutting out all these snowflakes for me. For those of you who joined more recently, we have all the snowflakes from last year's Thankmas that I've kept for over a year now on the mirror in there. And then we've got all of the donations so far today up here on the computer. Although I'm running out of space, I'm going to have to find more space for them. One ketchup stand, you got to replace it. You must be talking about the mouse pad, Cohen. I know they're somewhat cleanable, but yeah, I don't usually have ketchup at my desk, so it's pretty safe. Undead says adorable. My grandma's cat does the same thing. She craves love and attention. If you stop petting her, she will swat at your hands. Yeah, Libby's my little buddy. We go way back. We got her when she was very young. These kids had her outside of a Safeway, and I think she was honestly too young to have been taken away from her mom, but they had gotten her already from someone else, and then they tried to take her home, and their mom said, we don't want a cat, so they were trying to find a home for her at that point, so there was no chance of getting her back to her actual mom. So we took her, but she was so little, I could hold her in one hand, and she was so tiny, she couldn't even eat her food. We had to put water on her food so that it was wet and moist, and then she could actually eat it. So I always felt kind of bad. I always felt like maybe she was too young. Arfix, I remember my first video I saw from you was how to get better PSVR tracking in your living room by adding the green light to reduce the bleeding on your shirt. Remember since then. Thank you so much, Arfix. Yeah, that PSVR video helped a lot of people. That was the first video that like really took off on the channel because so many people found it helpful. And that was just years of troubleshooting with my PSVR myself because I wanted it to work as well as, you know, a Vive or a Rift, which obviously was a bit of a dream, but I wanted it to be as good as it could because I was showing so many people VR. Anyone who came to my house, I wanted to show it to them. And so I tried to get the absolute best experience. And after years of doing that and then finally starting a channel, I was like, we should share these tips for everybody to help. Libby was reading the donation. She was checking it out. She'll probably come back. Hey Jay, what is your favorite VR game? That's a tough one because Beat Saber is the one I've played the most. And so that makes me feel like it's my favorite. But from time to time, I mean, it changes. Like for the last year, like Demeo has been like, if I can get people to play, I always want to play Demeo. Demeo's awesome. I love Pistol Whip. There was some on PSVR, so unfortunately you can't necessarily play them very easily now unless you have one. But Astrobot Rescue Mission and Farpoint with an aim controller are two of my like all-time best memories of playing VR. Like, so good. If you ever get a chance to play Astrobot, or I really hope there's going to be an Astrobot 2 on PSVR 2, Astrobot was just so cute. It's this 3D platformer, kind of like Moss, but just better. Moss is a good game, but Astrobot was incredible. Absolutely love it. Fishy VR. I have a ragdoll mixed Persian boy cat, and he's called Ziggy, and the mixed breed is called Ragamuffin. Aw. Dwayne, let's play a game. I will donate $2 per question that you answer of mine. Dwayne, I like that game. Give me some questions for sure. I guess I answered that one. There's a question mark on it, so I guess it's a game. Amenity, we found 3 kittens under someone's porch, and they were so cute. Aw. It sure is cold in Oregon right now. Hejet, it is cold. Although I'm wearing this other shirt, which is actually a shirt I just got. You might have seen the video. This is from a VR game called What the Bat. Your hands are these baseball bats. And I'm actually wearing this undershirt because I was cooking polenta earlier today for lunch. And I had it cooking in oil, and it was popping and oil was going everywhere and kept burning my arm. So this shirt was laying there because I just had gotten this shirt in from that company. So I threw this on under my shirt to protect my arms. Amenity, hey Jay, do you have any YouTube advice? I want to be a YouTuber for VR. If I get one, do you have any tips? The tips I always give, the first one is just start. Because people ask me all the time, like, oh, I want to start this or I want to start that. And even if your first video isn't great, like once you get the channel going, once you get your video up, you're going to want to keep going. You're going to want to do more stuff. But for so many people, they'll talk for years, even me. For years, I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but working in management full time, I just didn't think I had the time. But once you get that first one going, it's infinitely easier to keep it going than to start the channel. So that's the first one. And the second one, and something that I still live by, is make videos you want to. There are videos I post, and when I post them, I know this video isn't going to get many views. And it's not because you don't like the content. It's because YouTube goes, what the heck is this? This isn't a Quest 2 review. And it just buries it. It doesn't show it to anybody. For instance, that Zelda sword we got in. I knew putting that video up, it wasn't going to get the amount of views that we normally get. But I knew for people who had seen it in the background and were curious about it, and then they could actually search that and find it, that would be a cool thing for them. So I wanted the video to come out. But if you always make the videos you want to make, it's not going to trap you or make you feel like it's a job. Because a lot of times people start a channel and one video on one subject does really well. And then their whole channel just becomes that thing. And that may not be the thing you started YouTube for. It may not be the thing you care about. Like VR was what I cared about. And if I made, I don't know, if I randomly made like a review on a car for some reason, let's just say that, and that video did super well, a lot of people at that moment would be like, okay, this is my chance. I need to only make these kinds of videos. But then eventually you end up, even if you have this huge channel making less money, you're making videos that weren't what you cared about, you want to do. So you always need to stay true to what you want to do and what you like, because then you're going to stay happy doing it. And those things can change. You know, there might be a point, I don't think I'll ever not make VR content, but there might be a point where I'm doing more XR or more tech tours. I don't know what, but there might be something you can always pivot and change it if you want to. You just have to realize that because of the way the algorithm works, if you start making something else, it may not like that for a while, and you may have to kind of rebuild your core audience. And that's not your fault. The algorithm is, it's all powerful. It makes all the choices. But along that same vein, I take comfort in that. Because if a video doesn't do well, I don't say, oh, people aren't happy with me anymore. Oh, it's my fault. I did something wrong. It's probably just the algorithm didn't like some tag or some keyword or something and buried it. So it's not my fault. All right. I spent a lot of time on that one. So let me see. Mavel, the first video I saw yours was the Kiwi wiring setup. Back then I hated the PSVR cord. Yes, we did a lot of cable management things, and now a lot of us don't even have cables on VR. How wild is that? Fishy, have you ever tried Gorilla Tag? There's actually a couple live streams of Gorilla Tag on the channel, Fishy, if after this, if you want to search and see them. Again, if you're just joining, let me see, we got like 30 people here, 35 likes. Thank you, everybody. If you're just joining, we are doing this charity for the live stream for Thankmas. It's going today. Jacksepticeye, of course, had his and raised like $10 million, but we've raised $170 in like the last 40 minutes. So thank you again to everybody. You can see names and donation amounts kind of over here from people that have donated so far. So thank you. Avery says it's snowing up here in Washington. We saw some snow last weekend. Last weekend was Natalie and my 7-year married anniversary. And so we went up and stayed somewhere outside of Portland, and it started snowing on us. And luckily there's a heated pool outside. We were in that, but it was just dumping snow on top of us in the pool. The pool started getting a little cold. It wasn't keeping up as well with the snow, so we ended up getting out, but it was a really nice weekend. But yeah, no crazy snow on the roads or anything yet here, but I was a little worried because I was like, we had to drive home that day, and luckily it didn't stick to the roads very bad. Is there a way to play a good Skyrim mod? Martin, I mean, I'm guessing if you're asking, you're probably playing Skyrim on PC. And in the Skyrim VR, PCVR version does have mod support. So I know that people have said like the main one you should get just for the game to look better is the realistic faces mod. Because apparently the faces look really bad. I don't know. I only played it on PSVR, so it was a bit blurry. Amenity says, I've seen Astrobot. It is cool. Yeah, Astrobot is great. X Romy, hi Jay, did you find the Quest Pro controller staying on drains the battery? For example, I use it in PCVR for flat screen games using Vortex, but can't turn the controls off. Any suggestions? 1 second. I think one of Libby's hairs floated up into my nose and was driving me crazy. So I've been testing the Pro controllers, but mostly directly on the Quest 2. Something that I can tell you, though, that I'm guessing is the same problem you're having that I had. When I had a Rift S, the controllers, anytime I bumped the PC desk, anytime I unsleeped the PC, the Rift S controllers would turn on. And because of that, with my Rift S, I had to change the batteries like every 2 sessions when I was playing. And it was so annoying that I actually ended up cutting holes in my grips and putting in these rechargeable batteries that I could charge directly while they were sitting there, so that they'd always be charged when I went to play them. And so I have to guess that there's still that same issue going on with now the Pro controllers if you're on a PC. And so you're noticing it because you're probably draining them a lot faster, where the Quest 2 battery, the controller battery optimization is really good. I mean, my first set of Quest 2 controller batteries lasted like almost 3 months in them. So the Pro controllers, of course, the batteries don't last nearly as long. They're little mini computers inside of each one with all their tracking. So like they've said, it's supposed to be like 8 to 10 hours. I haven't fully tested that yet, but that's their claim. And so it's probably you're having the same issue I have with the Rift S. Anytime the computer unsleeps or anytime you bump it, they move or anything, they are on and it's just draining them even while they sit there. So what some people were doing with the Rift S is they were putting them somewhere off their desk or somewhere away. But the problem is because you can't like pull the batteries, they're going to be somewhere they can drain. So you may just have to leave them on a charging dock until they either patch that or figure out a solution. Whew. Am I catching up on questions yet? Okay, Dwayne, what is the best facial interface to get that nose piece that doesn't keep falling off of? So the best nose piece on any facial interface ever was actually on the X Super Home facial interface, although the facial interface itself wasn't the greatest. But basically what you're looking for is it kind of looks like, you know, those fans that they're like, you close it up, but then you open the fan up and it has those, I have one in the garage. I should just go grab it. But it's like, they're very common in Asian culture. That's, my mom had a ton of them. My mom's Japanese, for those of you who don't know that. But they're those flip openable paper fans, and they like have folds in them. Well, there's facial interfaces that look like that, and they kind of unfold over your nose. And those, for some reason, they cover all the light. They allow, if any weight pushes on your nose from it, it keeps it very soft because of that. And those are the best ones I have found. So unfortunately, you'd have to buy one of those facial interfaces just to get the nose piece, which is a lot of money for just a nose piece. But once I had that nose piece, I actually ended up putting it on my Bobo VR facial interface because it was just the best nose piece I had ever tried. Okay, trying to catch up here. If I get a VR, what would be a good first game? Amenity, games that I first recommend. There's actually a list on the channel. If you haven't seen that video, it's games for first timers or games for people new to VR. Because you don't want to jump into something like Resident Evil 4 or Bone Lab because there's so much movement, so much intensity, and you don't know yet how your body's going to react to VR. So first time games for gamers I recommend are Beat Saber, because you stand in place, the notes come to you, and it's really hard to get sick in that. Pistol Whip is a cool one, although it does have a little motion, so you want to be careful with something like that. It's been a long time since I made that video. Walkabout Mini Golf is a really cool one. The motion doesn't seem to affect people because you teleport, but mini golf, it's really fun the way it's done. Really, any kind of game where you don't use the analog stick to move and walk around, because that's what makes people sick out the gate. And until you know whether you're susceptible or not to that, you don't want to dive right in and make yourself sick. Mavel, have you tried ChatGPT AI? I have not. Is that one of those new AIs that talks to you? We should go to Gartic Phone. Yes. I think it'd be fun to play some Gartic Phone with everybody. We got another donation. Hang on, let me see what we got. It looks like somebody gave $5. Scarlett, thank you so much. Happy Thankmas. We got another donation from a new donator. Scarlett, $5. There was snow until there wasn't. There was snow until there wasn't. Isn't that usually how snow goes? Try and put this over here without breaking up the flow here. That's now like $180 we've raised in less than an hour. Thank you, everybody. Amenity, who was your idol YouTuber when you did not do YouTuber? Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, or PewDiePie? Jacksepticeye was probably one of the people that really got me into watching YouTube consistently. The React channel in its earlier days was also one that I watched quite a bit. But then once I discovered, because it was when VR was first kind of coming to the scene, I discovered Jacksepticeye, and that was back when he was still living in like the log cabin, long time ago. And he got like the Oculus DK1, and I saw that and I was like, this looks really cool. And that piqued my interest right there in VR. And so like, Jacksepticeye is probably the one I've watched more than anyone else. But there are others. There's so many great channels. The Gaming Historian is one. Every time they put a video out, Nat and I instantly watch it. Really cool channel. I used to like React. Their new stuff, I feel like it's gotten really commercial as they grew bigger and bigger. But when their early stuff, when it felt really authentic and like you saw the same people reacting to the same stuff, that was really cool. I did like Markiplier and PewDiePie. I've watched them too, but Jacksepticeye was definitely like the top one. I was always seeing like, what's he posting? What am I watching of his? You know, his Happy Wheels series was hilarious. But he did a lot of VR early on when VR was still new, and that was really what kept me finding this channel. Yeah. Happy anniversary to thank you, Avery. Thank you so much. Yeah. We've been here a long time. Portland's a 2-hour drive from where I live. Hey, that's not that far away. I keep thinking one of these days I should put together something in Portland or maybe even Seattle. Like, because there's like a VR cafe up in Portland that said anytime I want to come back, we did a little video there. Like, anytime I want to come back, totally free, do whatever we want. And so I keep thinking like it'd be cool to just call out, you know, hey, whoever's in the area, come hang out. We'll just play some VR. Amenity, I knew what you meant by idol. Hey, go have fun, Sammy. Thanks for joining the Discord, bud. Avery says there was a hotel I went to once that had a heated pool and it started snowing when I was in there. It feels nice with the cool air above in your body and the warm water. But yeah, it is a really cool feeling. We had a good time. The music sounds like 4th of July. I don't know who it's by. This is all YouTube audio library, copyright safe music. It's the music I was stuck listening to for 10 straight days. Kirathak just popped in. Winner of one of the last Quest 2 giveaways, the big $1,500 one. So welcome. Dwayne, is the Bobo Fitness interface with fan worth purchase? Absolutely, Dwayne. Because the fan keeps the air moving, it really helps prevent the fog. So especially if you live in like a more humid climate or it's cold this time of year, like I've been doing my supernatural workouts in the garage because we have kind of a little mini gym built out there. But because it's raining outside, some of that moisture kind of seeps in and it'll fog up instantly. So having a fan on top I can turn on keeps the lenses clear and makes a huge difference. Assassin says, Walkabout. Walkabout's great. Have you played Zenith, The Last City? Undead Snake, there's a... I think there... Was it a live stream or was it a video? I did one or the other on the channel of Zenith. It was very early. I had like just launched. So it wasn't what it is now. I did have a good time playing it. It's not exactly the kind of game I would usually play, but it was cool to see like it. You could tell it had a lot of potential. A lot. $4 so far, Dwayne. Thank you. What's up, J Panic? I would donate if I could, but I only got 9 cents to write. Hey, no worries. And I know there's been a lot of Thankmas going on. People have already donated. If you donate on other ones too, thank you so much. Thank you everybody who's donated here so far. We've got a lot going on, so thank you. Yeah. Malvel says the AI is crazy. It will answer any questions, create story songs. AI is going to replace us all. It's going to happen. What's up, Ryder? I love you so. Oh, Ryder, thank you. I've been good, Jay. It's good to see Kirathak in here. I'm excited for you to open all your packages. They've all been piling up, I think, but Kirathak's going to wait and do an unboxing of at least most of them. So that's pretty awesome. If you've just joined recently, though, we are here. This is a charity live stream. We've raised like $180 already of this total. This is a bunch of RecTubers that are doing this together. But the donations go to World Central Kitchen. I can't do this. World Central Kitchen, which is a charity organization that takes meals in when there's disasters. First, boots on the ground. They're responding. They're getting people fed, keeping them feeling safe, and letting them know, hey, there may have been a disaster. You've lost your home, but your whole world hasn't fallen apart on you, which is really cool. And we've raised $180 already in like the last hour that we've been here. So that's a ton. That's really cool. Altogether, the RecTubers last year did 550 was the total of everybody that did it. So this just started today, but I feel like we're on track. It may actually get beat. So thank you. Okay, I'm getting behind with all my talking. Fishy's joined the Discord. Thank you. Avery, I'd come to a meet for sure. I can bring my quest there. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we had a meet in Texas back when the channel was at about 8,000 subscribers, but that was really cool. We got to meet people who listen to the podcast. We got to meet people who watch the channel, and we had some other VR YouTubers there too. So if you missed those videos, those are another one that I was talking about earlier, you know, videos that you post because you love the videos, even though you know YouTube isn't gonna share them. The vlogs from like our travels and things we've gotten to do, we post those and knowing that YouTube won't share them with anybody, but they're there for us to go back and look, or if you go back and look, they're there, and they're really cool to see. Tokai, I'm probably saying that wrong. Thanks for all the VR tips. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you. I just love VR and I want to share anything I figure out that helps me. Kirathak says the whole experience has been really cool. Thank you. I'm really glad. I'm glad you won it because it's always nice. Sometimes people who win, like I hear from them to get their stuff to them and then I don't really hear from them. But it's really nice when it's like they're excited and they're talking about it. It's fun. Amenity, what is your PC specs? I have a 3060 and Intel i5 with 16 gigs of RAM. Nice. This one that we built, this is a pretty beefy one here. We got, it's hard to think, so I've got a couple PC things going on in my head. It's got an i9 12900K, which at the time was the top line processor. It's got an RTX 3070, which is pretty much the biggest one we could fit in this mini case. It's got 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. It's got a 2 terabyte M2 hard drive, a Gen 4, so it's the fastest hard drive possible for the gens in there. So yeah, this thing it's a powerhouse of a PC for its size at least, so it's really cool. You're my favorite VR writer. That really means a lot to me. Thank you. Seriously, when we started this channel, I did not think that we would be getting people telling us that ever, so it's really cool. Thank you. Mavel, I would get Supernatural, but I can't trust myself to stay in it. Do they sell a full year subscription? Mavel, that's actually how Nat and I get Supernatural. If you pay a full year, it's $180, which is kind of a lot, but we figure if you're splitting that between 2 people, I figured it up, it's like $7 a month or something per person. But yeah, it's much better, I think, than paying the 20 bucks a month or 19 bucks a month it is. It is a lot for it, but if you get on, like if you do, hit me up. You can follow each other on the Supernatural app and see if they're doing theirs, kind of hold each other accountable, compete for points each week. So it's really cool. Mr. Tassel is back for a minute. It's good to see you here, buddy. I did the 31 to beat your donation, and then Assassin came in and did 32 to beat mine. So what can you do? Jay Panic, I missed the 10-day stream and the Beat Saber streams. I know. I want to get back to more streams. I keep saying I'm going to. I don't want to make any promises because I feel like it's been a minute, but I am really, when the PSVR 2 drops, they're making it so easy to stream that I'm excited because like you just press a button and you're streaming. You know, it's not all the work with a PC and a Quest can be. Kirathak is showing extreme restraint and not opening all the giveaway packages until they're all there. Noah, nonstop power in the chat. Hey buddy, it's good to see you. For those of you who don't know who haven't, oh, there's a donation. Let me finish this story and I'll go see. Nonstop power, our first ever subscriber on the channel, now a moderator on the Discord all these years later. First subscriber years ago when I uploaded a Beat Saber video, one of my first ones. I can't even remember the band name now. You probably remember, Noah. Okay, let me go see what happened over here. We got another donation. Kirathak, $10. Thank you so much. And Fall Leaves, $5. Thank you so much, everybody. Seriously, 443. I think we've raised, gosh, we've raised about $200 now in an hour for this. Thank you so much. Let me make these snowflakes for you. Ooh, this one's got a lot of room to write on. Kirathak. 10. I'm running out of room on my PC here. I'm gonna have to start getting creative on how I hang these on here. Kirathak, $10. And we got Fall Leaves with 5. Thank you so much, everybody. Seriously, we are already, oh gosh, we're already up to almost as much as we raised last year, which was just about $250 last year. So I feel good. I think we'll beat that. I don't know if overall we'll end up getting if it reaches 550, then it will beat what all the RecTubers did last year. But for us personally, if we hit 250, then so I think we only need to raise $57 more to beat that, which is really cool. So thank you everybody who's donating. And if you're just here hanging out too, I really appreciate that. I don't get to live stream as much lately. Things have been busy, but it's really awesome when I do. So thank you for showing up. We have like 40 likes and like almost 30 people here. So I'm glad everybody's hanging out. Let me try once again to catch up on chat because I apparently just never will. Dwayne says VR is totally right for a Sasquatch hunting game. Any idea why there isn't one yet? I think it's because it's a Sasquatch hunting game. I know there was that one that was popular that like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and all them were playing together. It is kind of a niche idea, but I think that VR still has a good future ahead of it. But I think that on some fronts we're falling into a bit of a rut. So like we're seeing games are successful like Bone Lab and Half-Life Alyx. And so before you know it, it kind of is like everybody's making shooters because shooters are what work. But VR is so good for other stuff. Like Among Us was a great example in VR of how that like took you into the universe of Among Us and made it Among Us is such a fun, lighthearted game. Among Us VR is a tense and kind of scary game because you're in first person. You can't constantly see what's around you. You know, people are sneaking up behind you, where when you're on a phone, it's above perspective. You can see everything that's happening in the room. You kind of predict when someone's going to come kill you. I think that VR needs to continue to have that innovation of weird and different kind of games because VR's future is not exactly the same as gaming. It can do so much more and so much differently that I think the genres in VR can be much more impactful. So I think that you're right. It would be a really cool idea, but we need there to be that experimentation to get there. Winston Weaver, hey Jay, hope you're having a good night. You've been my go-to for VR progress and I love your stuff. Winston, thank you so much. Seriously, I really appreciate that. I'm just glad to be of help. I have a lot of opinions, and sometimes I think maybe they're a little critical, but people want to hear what's not good in their products before they buy them too. So that's what I wanted. That's what we do. So I'm really glad to hear that it's helping. Fishy, if you had to go, thank you. I'm so glad you were here for a while, though. Thank you. I know it's late for a lot of people, but I appreciate that you were here. Jay, starting to get back into VR after buying a new controller for the Quest 2. That'll help, especially if you were having stick drift. Nothing kills VR like stick drift. Hi Jet, I don't know if this happens to everyone or only me, but every time I want to play my Quest with my link cable, my headset doesn't show anything. It only works every time I reset the PC. Any way to fix it? That, I'll be honest with you here, that is like the biggest reason I don't do as much PCVR as I used to. With the Rift S, it was ready. I put it on my head and I was in games. With the Quest and the link cable, some people have no problems. Always works. I find it can just be an unreliable mess. I put it on one time and it works great. I put it on another time and it's not working. It's draining my battery on my Quest 2. It's not the easy experience that a PC dedicated headset was. And so I find that I'm spending a lot more time just playing the games directly on Quest because hooking up to PC is just kind of a pain in the butt. Honestly, drives me a little crazy. Minity, what is a good first VR game? Because I never had or used one. And if I get one, I want an idea, just not for money because I don't have a job. I'm 13. So an unpaid first time in VR game that would be good. Whew, that is a challenging question. Because a lot of the games that are free are also extremely intense games like Pavlov. Not something I'd recommend for your first time. There are some demos if you get a Quest 2, of course, that are free, so you can try those. Boy, I'm going to have to think about it. Maybe I'll make a video of that. Like the top free games and which ones are good for VR players, because that's a challenging question. Seriously. Assassin, I left for a minute. Subscribe to Gaming Historian Jacksepticeye. Nice. Gaming Historian is really cool. Jacksepticeye, followed him for a lot of years. He's kind of slowed down the kind of content and different stuff he makes. For a while there, he was getting in kind of a rut. He said he just wasn't enjoying YouTube like he used to. But still really, really awesome to see everything he's been through and how he still stays pretty grounded for being like a household name, worldwide famous. So that's always impresses me when people can stay that way, because it's got to be hard, you know, especially when you blow up at a young age, you know, not super young, but it's a formative time to become famous. Undead Snake Zenith had a lot of updates lately. Dungeons, Pets, even I was talking about that one. They have a lot planned in the future. Yeah, I think Zenith has a bright future ahead of it. I wish I could meet you, but my mom won't let me. Maybe one day. This is Dwayne, $6 and counting. Thank you, buddy. Your streams are the best parts. I'm glad to hear that, Mavel. I'm actually almost catching up on chat here. GT, hey, good to see you, buddy. Dwayne, do you like VR? I think it's pretty clear I like VR at least a little bit. Yeah, I worked in management for years before I started my channel and other things. I never really knew what I wanted to do with my life. You know, it was always like I got a job and they wanted me to promote and do this and that. And so I do it because it was like, it seemed like the right thing to do, you know, move up, make more money and whatnot. But once I started this channel, it was like, okay, this is what I really want to do. Pride Oreos, hi there. Good to see you here. Jay, you forgot to tell the Noah story. Which Noah story? The Noah story. I talked about them being the first one, them being on the Discord, the video that brought them in. I don't know what story you're talking about, Nat. Martin, think you'd ever play a good backroom VR game? I did backrooms in Rec Room and played that. That was kind of fun. But yeah, if they made like a proper backrooms VR, oh yeah, I would definitely check it out. VR and horror games I don't always get along with, but I still play them. There's some streams on the channel if you want to watch it. I've got to warn you, the language doesn't always stay family friendly. It's not my intention, but when I'm scared, I get scared. So keep that in mind. You should host weekly or monthly Among Us VR games. That'd be fun. Avery, I used to host a lot of like weekly Rec Room games and stuff with the community. As the channel got bigger, it got harder to keep up on. I do want to do more of that though. Have you tried Township's Tale? Ryder, there is a video. It's either a video or a stream, I can't remember, of Township Tale on the channel. I did like it, but it was one of those games that you could tell it was going to be grindy, and you got to have time to like put in and build up your town and everything. It did seem like a really cool idea. I had fun playing that one though. Amenity, if you had one wish, what would you wish for? You know what I would wish for? This is going to sound really weird. I would wish that money didn't need to be a factor. I don't know if this world, if this wish has the power to change the whole world, but I wish that money didn't have to be a factor in the world. I think that I think it's Star Trek was the show where they someone had discovered a way to have a machine that would just create whatever you needed. So you'd say macaroni and cheese or, 5 bolts or whatever, and it would just appear. And that would pretty much get rid of the need for money, because then everyone could have one of those and have whatever they needed. And I think that, sorry, I think that a lot of this has come from the fact that when I got to start the channel and got to start doing this, I realized how much before that money kind of rules your life. And to be able to focus on your passions and do what you want to, I don't think that everyone would just become some lazy person that doesn't get anything done. But once you have enough time where you're not forced to fight to survive and make the money you need, you start to actually think about what do I care about? What am I passionate about? How do I do something with that? People could go learn an instrument they've always wanted to learn, go somewhere they've always wanted to go, create a channel that helps people with stuff because they want to, I never started YouTube thinking I was going to try to make tons of money doing it. And I mean, we have enough to live and to have an editor, which is great. We're not making a crazy income from YouTube, but it's enough that the channel takes care of itself. Thanks to all of you. And that's so liberating. And it's I can just do this because I like it. It doesn't have to be about money, which so much in life has to be about money that I wish I could just give that gift to everyone. Hey, you can have all the time you want. Figure out what you're passionate about and do something with that. Where can I meet you? Ryder, well, actually, I haven't announced this yet. I don't know how many of you are in the industry that you would be there. Hang on. I'm getting a little hoarse from talking so much. I need to drink more water. This hasn't been announced yet, so you're getting some exclusive sneak previews here, those of you who are here in the stream. Abaca has offered to send us to CES. For those of you who don't know what CES is, that's the Consumer Electronics Show that happens each year in Vegas, usually in Vegas. And that's the big show where new VR headsets, new future technology, gaming consoles, all kinds of things are shown off at this trade show. And it's huge. There's so many things. If you watch the gaming historian, so many times they talk about Nintendo showed off their first Super Mario World game at this CES in this year. It's a really big deal in the tech industry. And I know there'll be a lot of other content creators and people there. So I do imagine we'll run into some people there. But we're going to have to organize some meetups in the next couple of years, I think, in some place when we go places like we did in Texas last year. That was really cool. We got to meet some people then. Hey Jet, if I ever can, I would go to Portland just to meet you in person. I think I'll talk to that VR arcade in Portland about maybe setting up a little meetup, probably in the spring or something once weather's not so bad. I don't really want people trying to drive through snow to get there, but I think that'd be really cool. Mavel, are you thinking about getting into 3D? Oh, we got another donation. Hang on. But to answer your question about 3D printing, I think it's a little, oh my gosh, Dwayne with another 20 bucks. Thank you so much. Seriously. Fall Leaves said a Merry Thankmas to all. Kira Thok said Merry Thankmas. Scarlett said Merry Thankmas. 463. How many of these are new? I'm having a hard time keeping track. I think Fall Leaves was the last one. I think just Dwayne has dropped another $20. Thank you so much, Dwayne. 3D printing is something you have to have time to figure it out. I think I'm waiting for when a 3D printer comes out that's just really user-friendly. Then I would want to do it, because that would be really cool. But yeah, for now, I don't think I could invest the time to learn everything I'd have to about 3D printing. There we go. Hopefully these things will stay out here. I got another 20 bucks from Dwayne. Thank you so much, buddy. Seriously. Really means a lot to me, everybody. That means we have raised $220 almost in like an hour. Maybe a little over an hour. How long have we been streaming? An hour and 15 minutes. Seriously, everybody. Thank you so much. This is really making my evening. I haven't gotten to stream as much lately, and whenever I come back to it, it's really nice. Okay. Can you do Minecraft on Quest 2 VR? There is a way. A couple people have made good video tutorials on it. You have to side quest it on, but then it is playable. I am hoping we'll see an actual like Quest version of it, at least on Quest 3. You can do a link cable and play it on PC, but you don't have to. You can sideload it on there and actually play it. Your Township Tale video was not a stream. I liked it, but yeah, it's very good. Okay, so it wasn't a stream. Thanks, Mavel. It was just an actual video. Yeah, it is cool, but yeah, you got to be able to put in the time grinding in it. Natalie, maybe you were just talking about the story of Noah being the first subscriber. Remember when we played that Rec Room game with the pumpkins with Noah? Yeah. Oh, I think one of our first meetups with someone who was a subscriber was with Nonstop Power, who's here in the chat, Noah. And we played Rec Room way back when. There's a video of that on the channel. But I really do miss the Rec Room meetups. The thing was, as the channel grew, it became so hard to manage them. Like, to get everybody in a room where they could actually play, have a big enough room to do it, and to have it not get like crazy loud and just chaos was hard. Because when the channel was first, like I think 1,500 or 2,000 subscribers, and we were doing Rec Room meetups every week, it'd be like 6 to 10 people would show up. We could play paintball maps. We could go check out horror maps. But then all of a sudden you got 30 people and more people in the chat. Like, oh, I want to join. I want to play. And it's like, you just can't fit that many people in a room. It becomes hard because I don't want to disappoint people either. Although it's probably ultimately disappointing people to never do the stream. So it's a good problem to have, but it is tricky. Alana's in a different room talking to Jay through YouTube chat. Yeah, she's up in the living room. I think she's got the stream going on the TV up there. Ryder, I'm in Vegas right now. Hey, January 5th through January 8th is when it is. So yeah, if you're not on the Discord or something, hit me up there and chat with me. I will be in Vegas. I don't know the exact dates I'll be there, but the event is the 5th through the 8th. Thinking we'll probably fly in on the 4th or something. And I believe it's at Mandalay Bay is where the actual CES convention is happening. Oh, yeah. If you're only here for school break, Ryder, you'll probably be back at school because that's when it happens. Bro's prepared. He went to Vegas. Dwayne, thank you so much. Seriously. It's up to 463. I don't know if it'll happen, but if we can get $90 more, we'll break what was made last year and we'll completely break how much we made last year because we've already done like $220. I think last year we raised $250. So we're on track. It could happen. It'd be one of the top things on my bucket list before I die, meet Jay. Amenity, that would be awesome. When we got to do it in Texas last year and meet some people, it was really cool. It was a lot of fun. Dwayne, you can just change the amount on the one that's already up there. Okay, if you do another one, I'll do that. I'll just keep a tally. But I do like having it for each donation. I think it's kind of cool. I'm not going to have a mirror this next year in my room over here because of all these that we'll be keeping. Now that I have front loaded, I have questions. Load me up with questions here. Rec room full of screaming kids. It can be. Hi, Dad. Chris, good to see you, buddy. It has been a while. Long time no stream, Jay. My Quest 2 OG strap, after 2 years, the electric strap was fine, but the plastic that you pull on it tight and broken. I'm using a pin to hold it together. I wonder if it's a problem with other OG straps, but it doesn't happen. Chris, I mean, don't drop it all here, but if you want to hit me up on Discord or something and tell me if, I don't know where you're at, but I mean, I have a ton of those stock straps sitting around. If you need a replacement, hit me up. It's a good thing that you're doing right now. Thank you, Dwayne. It is good, yeah. If you just joined, we are here doing this charity live stream for Thankmas, which this year is supporting the World Central Kitchen. There's some videos about it you can see on YouTube, but basically they are a charity that like sends real people. You know, this isn't just they send money or something. When there's a disaster, they send people and food and human power there to help feed everyone in crises. So that is a really amazing thing to do, because, you know, there's a lot of charities that send money or help support that way, but they're actually getting their boots on the ground where these disasters are happening to help people in the moment. It's really wild. Jacksepticeye's a big proponent of Thankmas. I'm not positive if he actually started it, but yeah, it's been going for like 6 years, and after his stream stay, it raised like $10 million. So it's a lot. It's a lot of meals. Every $3 is a meal. So that's really cool. It's a good thing. What are you doing? TTV, Panda Dubs. Jay, if I wanted to get a battery strap, which one should I get for the Quest 2? My absolute favorite is the M2 Plus from Bobo VR. Bobo VR M2 Plus strap has that swappable battery that you've probably seen if you watch the channel much, that I have. So basically it has a battery pack on there, but you can get 2 batteries, and that way if that battery pack dies, you can just hot swap it with magnets and keep playing virtually forever. But yeah, that's my absolute favorite strap. Mavel, I live less than an hour away from the place where the anime convention was. Do you think we'll go back there? I missed this year. Oh, in North Carolina? Keep having to clear my throat because I'm getting hoarse from all this talking. As far as I know, Animazement sounds like they want to invite us back, but I won't know probably until the spring. I think we'll be there again. So yeah, if you're near there, let me know. Because yeah, we were able to get people. We met people at Animazement too. Some people hit us up and were like, hey, we're passing through there. So we got them free tickets to get into the event. They came, they hung out. It was really cool. So yeah, let me know. If you ever need a meet in Missouri, I'm going no questions asked. Amenity, I'll keep that in mind. I've been to Missouri once, or Missouri, I guess is actually pronounced there. I had a friend who was living in Kansas City. I didn't know Kansas City is mostly in Missouri, but he needed to move back, which meant driving 30 hours. So he asked if I'd be willing to help. So I bought a plane ticket. I flew out. We went to lunch, and then we tag teamed driving him in his car back 30 straight hours. That was a long day and night. And we thought about like stopping a couple places, but I was like, I just want to get home. Like, let's just, one person can sleep, one person can drive. And we just kept switching back and forth and drove 30 straight hours to get home. So that was intense. What are your top 5 games? Didn't I just drop a video? No, I guess I did my 5 most played games. If I had to pick my top 5 VR games of all time, it's probably Beat Saber, Demeo, Astrobot Rescue Mission, PSVR exclusive, Farpoint, which is also PSVR exclusive. Pistol Whip is on there, I think. I think that'd probably be my top 5. It's hard because there's so many good games. So many. Yeah, like The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners and Half-Life Alyx and Bone Lab's cool. It's not exactly my kind of game. I did think it was a cool game. It's not something that I could spend like hundreds of hours in like some people though. Like there's so many good VR games, but those are some of the ones that when I think about the games, like it's just like, oh, I love that game. That's how I think you know it's your top 5, because it just means so much to you. I can't say for yeah, obvious reasons. Yeah, don't anybody give your exact location here. Here are my coordinates. The sucky thing about the Bobo is because it's unavailable on Amazon for me. Panda Dubs, that is because they've sold so many because of the holiday right now that they're backed up on orders. So if another one that I do recommend sometimes, the Kiwi Elite strap is a nice one, and they do make a battery edition, but it's not hot swappable. But yeah, the Bobo VR is so huge that they've sold so many, they're really backed up on orders. Oh, I think we had another donation. Noah Nelson, thank you, buddy. Noah, our first ever subscriber, Nonstop Power here in the chat, gave $10. Thank you so much, buddy. Seriously. You've been supporting us from the very beginning. $10, that puts the total up to $473, which we have raised about 230 of that, which is awesome. That puts us only $20 short of how much we raised last year, and that puts us now $80 from beating the entire Thankmas RecTuber group from last year. Look at all these snowflakes. Thank you. Oh, I'm so behind on chat, but I'm just having a good time hanging out with all of you here. Seriously, it's been too long. We did a stream. I think the last stream was October was the last time I streamed, so. Missouri, boring. Oh, Noah. Is the new Saints and Sinners good? Ugh. I actually had an issue where I haven't been able to play it yet. They gave me early access, but because they gave it to me through my Oculus ID and not the stupid new Meta ID I had to make, they weren't merging, so I never got access to the new one. So I have to sort that out. I need to actually contact Oculus and get them to like merge all my accounts into one, because them making you have an Oculus account and a Facebook account, now a Meta account, that whole thing has been super annoying. It's even messed me up, like someone who does tons of VR, and now I have accounts that aren't linking and I can't get access to some games. So it's driving me crazy. My sister in Missouri is in the National Guard. I drove 8 hours to get there. Whew! That's an 8-hour drive is a long drive. Where I went to college, I used to drive 10 hours. It was 8 hours if you didn't stop and pick up people, but it ended up being 10 hours. That's a long day of driving. Maybe someday you'll join me in Drop Dead Dual Strike Co-op. Dwayne, hit me up on the Discord or something. Let me know. I don't think I've ever played it co-op, but I love co-op VR. Co-op VR is the way to play VR, in my opinion. That's one of the reasons I like Farpoint so much, is because I played a lot of it co-op with this one friend of mine in Denmark. So good. Crusher Fire. I got something to show you. This is from last year, Crusher Fire, when you were here in the charity live stream. And I kept all of these for the entire year. So all the ones up on the door are the ones from last year. And then all the ones on the PC here are new donations this year. So I actually have both of yours. Your other one, though, got a little worse for the wear over the year, because I keep them on the mirror in the bathroom, which sometimes gets water. So the other one is just the top part, not the part that shows the donation total. It's good to see you in here, though, buddy. Undead Snake needs to get more games for my VR. I'm definitely going to binge watch your videos for ideas of what to get. Thank you, Undead Snake. I have some more games lists. We're trying to do a games list video each week and a news video each week, so I've got more for you there, too. So I'll give you more ideas, hopefully. Happy Thankmas. Yes, Martin. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Hang on. Something big happened. Hang on, everybody. Uh-oh. I need to get a snowflake ready. I might have to do a couple snowflakes. MIV. $100. $100 donation. Merry Christmas. Glad I could help make a difference. You're making a huge difference. You just bought 33 meals for people in crisis zones that need food. So thank you so much. That just blew away how much we raised last year, how much RecTube raised last year. Was that 2? Crusher Fire, another $100. Oh my goodness. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna get a little behind on chat here. Seriously, oh my gosh, hang on. Wow. Your generosity, seriously. Wow, everybody, thank you. Oh my goodness, that's up to $673.11. Wow. Crusher, glad to see you doing this again. Hey, I'm glad to be here again. Thank you so much. Thank you. Writer started watching 9 months ago, and I think I watched yours. Thank you. How did you? The Discord, there's a link right now in the description here. I put one in there too. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully the invite is still valid. So check that out. Seriously, some huge donations just now. Wow. That really just, wow. That means we've raised over $400 in barely over an hour. Thank you, everybody. Wow, and I'm seriously running out of room on my PC for these. I'm just going to keep building it out. We got the Crusher Fire 100, the MIV 100, Noah Nelson for 10, Dwayne, Scarlett, Fall Leaves, Kira Thack, Mr. Tass, another Dwayne, JayBratt, Assassin32, the Zanaxa, Arfix, Mavel, Undead Snake, Cobalt. Seriously, thank you so much, everybody. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I need to keep drinking water. I'm going hoarse. Okay. I set up a couple drinks here so that I could try to stay hydrated. Oh, Amenity asks, what was your reaction to the first ever donation or money from YouTube monetization? You know, I could actually answer that by sending you the live stream. There's a live stream I titled, Are We Monetized? Because that guy is Will VR, PSVR YouTuber, I think around 4,000 subscribers, was one of the first friends of the channel, was helping me out, and like, I thought we had gotten monetized, but I wasn't quite sure, and so he's like, start a stream and I'll help you check. And oh, Mavel, you gotta go. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for another donation. I'll make sure that that gets donated to Thankmas as well. So I'm gonna switch up yours from $5 to $10. So I hopped on a live stream because I was trying to figure it out, because, you know, first time we'd ever gotten a donation or anything, and sure enough, we had made it to being monetized. He donated some money, and it was huge. People popped in, and it was really cool. It's a big moment when you're a new channel and you're growing, because like once you reach that point, it's like, hang on. Did we just get another $100? Crusher Fire. Let's make some more meals. That's another 33 meals. Now I'm gonna need more snowflakes. Crusher Fire gave another 100. We're up to $773.11. Wow. Thank you so much. The donations, like, it is a really good cause. I think that this is one of the coolest charities that Thankmas has done yet, because like, knowing that this charity actually gets people there when disasters are happening, to show people that like your whole world hasn't come crashing down on you. Like, yes, this is a horrible disaster, but people are there to help. I think that's like a really cool thing. Wow, Crusher. Thank you. I gotta find more room for this. I'm getting hoarse and I'm getting a little choked up too, so I gotta keep drinking water or something. I gotta keep drinking drinks. Wow. Just witnessed a miracle. Gotta see that. What a great donation. Your stand-up person. Huge donation alert. Heck yes. Nice. Yes, seriously. Put that donation over mine. Dwayne, no, I'm going to make sure every donation stays visible. Hey, Jaden. Good to see you here. Thank you. We're here supporting Thankmas. And wow, we're up to the 773 is a joint effort of several RecTubers, but when we started tonight, it was at 250. So we've raised $520. That's a ton, everybody. Thank you. More meals, yes. I dare someone to donate $200. Well, Crusher Fire has donated $200 now. 2 separate $100 donations. So Crusher, I think, takes that title. Seriously. Wow. Holy wow. You got to have a good job to be able to do that without any worries. My parents could never. Yeah, it's seriously, it's awesome. And to everyone who's donating, even if you donate, you know, $3 is a meal for someone. So like, if you donate anything, it seriously means a lot. So thank you. Wow. Does anybody here watch Pitch Meetings? That's another YouTube channel I highly recommend. Oh, well, our other cat is here. Do you want to come up here? Do you want to come and say hi? This is our more shy cat. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. People want to see you. Can I just pick you up? Oh, this is Willow. She was a runt of the litter, if you can't tell, because she's pretty tiny. Say hi, Willow. She's pretty tiny. She's like 8 pounds, and she's as old as Libby. She's about 12 years old, full grown. But yeah, she also just went and had her teeth done too, her and Libby both. Little cuties. All right. If I was rich as Mr. Beast, RK would be going your way. That's actually a cool thing Jacksepticeye did last year. I'm sure there'll be videos coming out, but like they went and they found people's Thankmas streams, and they'd have, you know, a goal of a couple $100, $500, $1,000, and they would drop $10,000 onto their goal and just obliterate their goal in the moment. And that was a really cool thing to see Jack do. So that's awesome. Feel good about what you're doing tonight. People love your channel, your honest reviews. I'm glad you're using them for a good cause. Thank you, Dwayne. I do want to do more charity live streams. It's something, when we did this last year, it was really fun and really cool. And it just feels good to be doing it for something that, you know, is going to make a difference. Well, let's not butthole cam the people. She's enjoying the donations apparently too. She's rubbing on them. Yeah. If I ever joined Gorilla Tag, could you teach me some stuff? If I'm on at the time, I don't get in Gorilla Tag much unless I'm doing a meetup with like the Discord or something. But I would try to teach you stuff. I'm actually really bad at Gorilla Tag though. Some of the people in our Discord who show me, they can do like the wall running. So they'll run up a wall, like, which shouldn't even really be possible, I would think, with the way Gorilla Tag's designed, but they'll just run along the wall. Like, you're supposed to be hitting yourself off of stuff, not climbing things. It's really impressive, the people who play it a lot. Seriously. Hi, Willow. Crusher Fire. Fortunately, I don't live in a disaster-prone region, but I sure would appreciate someone donating to help if I ever experience natural disaster. I feel lucky also to live in an area that doesn't tend to have natural disasters, because I couldn't imagine how scary that would be. Oh, we got multicolored snowflakes now. We must have ran out of blue, but we got some really big ones. Oh gosh. Big ones for big donations. When will your next live stream be? I will definitely be joining. Amenity, I don't have any guarantees because I've been really bad about live streaming, but I'm pretty excited in February when the PSVR 2 comes out. It's going to be really easy to live stream. Just press a button. I used to do a lot of it like that. Just subscribe to Pitch Meeting. Assassin, I don't think you'll regret it. Pitch Meeting is really funny. Amenity, you got to go in a minute. Don't worry. It's getting a little late here. I'll probably stop. I think I'll go till 9 o'clock my time, so that's about a half hour. Hey, Zayden. Hey there. So Pitch Meeting is this channel that it's one guy, and he plays both parts. And so basically it's a person in a room pitching an idea, like a movie or a TV show, but they do it in this really funny way. Cause like, instead of saying, oh, I love this new show, like I want to make this great show, he like throws all the most questionable ideas about it. So basically they take every plot hole from the movie in question, and they're like making these things like, oh yeah, I want to have this movie. It's not really going to make any sense because these two characters are just going to meet, but I think it'll be fun for the audience for them to not know what's going on. And the producer's always like, oh yeah, that's really great. That's a good idea. And it's like really funny. You got to see him to understand, but it's really funny. Zayden, I'm not really up late. It's only 8:30 at night where I'm at, but that's a little late for this. I'm in the West. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. I want to donate. I'm 13. Ryder, hey, don't worry at all. The fact that you're here, it makes a huge difference, seriously. And we've raised a lot more than I thought we were going to. And there's still almost 30 people here. We got almost 50 likes on the stream. Seriously, everybody, it means a lot. I am really excited because Deck and Killer X, who are some of the rec tubers who helped organize this group that's doing this rec tours, they're both in Europe, so they're both asleep right now. They're going to wake up and see how the goal has been obliterated, and they're going to be shocked. So seriously, not only are you making everybody's morning who is trying to organize and help raise this money, but this is also, this is hundreds of meals now. At $3 a meal, this is hundreds of meals that are being made from these. So seriously, thank you, everyone. Thank you. First streamer I've been at here. Earflap hat. Hey, thank you. Good to see you. Hey, Relax Master. Welcome. I got some people that are telling me sorry they missed the stream, and I'm going to tell them, well, it's still going. In case they want to pop in, tell them I have your donation snowflakes up on the wall. Undead Snake, for those just joining, all donations. Yep, they're going to World Central Kitchen. Provides meals for those in serious need. Yeah, in crisis situations, they show up with people and provide them meals in the moment when everything in their world is, whether it's an earthquake or a flood or something, when everything could be going at its absolute worst, they're there actually helping people, which is really cool. So the cat point his butt at me and put his nose on my donation. TikTok worthy. Probably. West Coast gang. What's up, Lucius? Hey, Jay, I was wondering, I have $50 to buy an audio strap for the PSVR M2 Pro. Which one do you recommend? Oh, Chasing Pearls podcast. Lucius, if you can wait just 2 weeks before you make a decision. Oh, we got another donation. Bobo VR has told me they will be sending me their audio solution before Christmas. So, Ryder, thank you so much. Thank you. We got a $10 donation from Ryder Barton, putting us up to, wow, $540 of this that we've raised. Seriously, really cool. Let me make this snowflake for Ryder, and then I'll catch up with chat. Seriously, a lot of money raised tonight. This is way more than we've ever raised in a charity live stream before. Thank you. Okay. Oh man, I'm running out of space. How am I going to do this? Ryder on there with $10. Just move my speaker out of the way a little bit. I knocked all my snowflakes on the ground. At least I don't have a cat on my lap anymore. Now I can actually get things done. I just have one cat sitting here on my desk. Show you that. Oh, there's Willow. And then the other one's wandering around the room somewhere. Ugh. Okay, don't fall down. I think Willow knocked those down. Chasing Pearls podcast. Hey there. If you haven't heard of Chasing Pearls podcast, they're a new podcast. I actually guested on them a few weeks ago. Yeah. So if you got $50 to buy an audio strap, I would say hold out and at least see what Bobo's doing. Theirs isn't an actual strap, but it works on any strap. So you could get a Bobo VR and then get that. Or if you have another strap you're interested in, you can even make it work on there. I'll admit it, a lot of people are jerks to me at school. So I'm sorry. Bullying is not cool. And it's so sad 'cause it's like there's so much awareness has been raised to it, and yet it still continues to happen. Sorry to hear that. Zayden, hey, thanks for popping in. We made it a little... Oh my gosh. Okay, another donation came in, and I can't keep up with everything going on at once. Let me go look. Wow, this is a lot of money. Seriously, everybody. Okay. Crusher Fire dropped in another $16.89 to make it even $800, but then Zanaxa jumped back in with another $15, $5 for each kitty and $5 for you. Happy holidays. If my job makes out, I can be more generous. Thank you. Let me write these down. Crusher Fire. I'm gonna have so many from you, Crusher, because I still have yours from last year up here. $16.89. Thank you for rounding it out. I know that drives a lot of people crazy. I'm trying to make sure the music didn't suddenly get too loud. This song is louder than all the others. This music takes me back. For those of you who weren't here earlier in the stream, this is the same music I used during the 10 days in VR last year. So it kind of takes me back to hear it. This was the music that I used when I slept at night. Oh boy, these snowflakes aren't going to keep holding themselves up. And then we had another 15 from Zanaxa. I see Dwayne asking, have you messed around with your Soundcore earbuds anymore? Nat stole them, and she loves them. So they've been upstairs. She's been using them. I do like them for VR. The thing is, I have all these off-ear audio solutions on my headsets, and I prefer that still over the earbuds. But those earbuds are cool, especially once you actually pair them with a phone app and you got the different colors and stuff. But yeah, she has stolen them. Another 15 from the Zanaxa. Thank you so much. What if the cat knocks? The cam is on a pretty solid stand, so that's usually not an issue. One thing Willow does like to do, though, she rubs her face all over my mic, and that just makes noise, which is kind of a problem. Okay, how can I keep these things standing? Let me think. I need to take a long piece of tape. The thing is, I don't want to put a bunch of tape on all these and then not be able to save them, because I want to keep all these again like I did last year. That's a lot of names. Maybe I should have brought the tree over, and then I could have taped them to the tree while it slowly turned. I need to remember I'll do that next year. Wait, I did not donate. I don't have money on my phone. I'm glad I did, but how did I? Well, it lets you put in any name you want, Ryder. So I'm guessing someone who saw that you were wanting to donate must have donated the $10 in your honor. So they saw that you wanted to. They did that. Sarika, yes, Jay was awesome. Sarika is one of the hosts of the Chasing Portals podcast. That's what they're talking about there. Action Dweeb, I love your videos, Jay. All my products I own are because of your recommendations. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. And that also makes me feel good because it means I know you own good products because we only recommend the ones I would use. Dwayne, don't be modest. Give yourself a little credit for making this happen. We love your channel. Obviously, I'm more willing to help. Hey, seriously, it means a lot to me. This is so much. This is so much here. Is there another donation? $8.35. I'm having a hard time even keeping track of the money. $20. Happy holidays, Jay. See you in Horizon World. Though it says anonymous, but I know who did that, so you're not staying anonymous. I'm putting your name on here. Sarika, thank you for the $20 donation. Another one. Seriously, this is also, it's really cool that all this money is going to charity, but it's also, I'm really excited. This is going to blow away the people that organized this because they're going to wake up in Europe tomorrow when this thing was at $250 when they went to bed, and they're going to see this starting to creep up on $1,000. Seriously, that is a ton of money. This whole thing's going to start flopping that way because it can't hold up the weight. The only thing that I think they are lacking is pass-through. Pass-through. Dwayne, I'm not quite sure what that's in reference to, so you can tell me that if you want to. I see that they've gone down in price. Oh, the Soundcore earbuds pass-through. Yeah. Pass-through is a tricky thing. We're learning with everything. It's just not as simple as it seems to me. What is your favorite candy? Well, if you're talking like actual like chocolate candy bars, I don't know. Three Musketeers was always one I really liked, like as a kid. I don't eat a lot of like candy bars lately. If anything, Nat and I like dark chocolate or ice cream. I like ice cream too much. But like if it's like hard candies or something like that, I don't know. I don't know that I like many hard candies. I do like butterscotch or caramels, I guess. I don't know. I think the main thing, if I'm eating something sweet, it's ice cream. I like ice cream. People. Do you mainly use the Abaca control grips or the Kiwi? I'm using only Abaca. I replaced all my Kiwis with Abacas and gave away all my Kiwis. So Abaca is what I'm liking, what I'm loving. But if you're thinking about buying a set, I would say hold out. There might be a limited edition JayBratt edition coming out. Dwayne, people are stepping up hard on the donations. I know, seriously. Please feel free to cover one of mine up. If I run out of room here, I don't want to run out of room. I just want to keep building it out. Maybe I'll drag... What if I drag Jarafina over here? Maybe she can hold up the donations. Oh gosh. This giraffe is so much bigger than it looks. Okay, you have an important job. You're gonna hold up the donations here so people can see them. Just start taping stuff to the giraffe here. Okay. Good job, Jarafina. You're doing the work over there. I guess now that Jarafina's out of the frame, I'll pull a Christmas tree a little bit more into the shot here. Oh, or completely bypass it. There we go. All right, let me get caught up. I'm way behind again. Ear flap. Marquez says, thanks for suggesting Pistol Whip Trail. Pistol Whip is so good, isn't it? It's just such a unique experience. I love that game. Action Dweeb, I have the small Kiwi grips and I want to upgrade to an extended one. I would definitely say the Abaca ones, because not only are you getting the grips, you're getting rechargeable ones, so you don't have to worry about batteries ever again. It's awesome. Oh, I wish I could donate. Hey, Earflap, you're here, you're hanging out. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Seriously, speaking of, there's almost 30 people here and 50 likes. Thank you, everybody. There's been a consistent, 20 to 30 people here this whole time. It's really cool. Thank you. I'm going hoarse from talking for 2 hours straight now. Zayden, has anyone tried the new Walking Dead Chapter 2? I wish I could have. My access is giving me trouble if you weren't here earlier. Basically, they sent it to me on my email address, but that email address is still an Oculus email address, not my Meta account, so it didn't merge right. So now I got to deal with that. If you don't see a Snickers, then you're wrong. I do like Snickers. That was one of our Halloween candies we had this year, and I kept finding myself eating them because we didn't get that many trick-or-treaters. I like chocolate with texture. Shirzad, Q Pro on a high-end PC via link cable is amazing. With the high fidelity screens, yeah. Lucius, hi Jay, sorry for asking another question, but sometimes I turn on my Quest 2 and it's just a gray screen, and then it turns off for no reason. Is there a way to fix it? Because it's happening way more now. It may or may not help, but a lot of times any weird issue like this, a factory reset and then reinstalling everything can help. Your games should keep their progress because that's through your Oculus account. But you could lose high scores and leaderboards and stuff. So keep that in mind if you do try that. But a lot of times factory resets kind of help stuff. If it's not too old, I would go to support.oculus.com and turn in a ticket just in case while it's still under warranty. But if it's more than a year old, they may not be willing to help you. No, Libby's back. Do you want to come up here? Do you want to come say hi? Willow's on the desk still. We're going to have way too many cats in here. Come on. Oh, God. Come on. Come on. Okay, don't look at the Christmas tree. Look at me. Do you want to come up here or not? She's like, there's a lot going on in this room. I don't know about this. Okay. Oh, I know. Oh. Mindy, I gotta go. It was nice being hey, you have a lovely rest of your night. I'm probably gonna stop the stream here in a little while. We're just getting so much going on. I feel hesitant to stop it, but it is getting kind of late. But thank you for being here. Hi Jed, I remember wanting the Quest Pro or the Quest 2, but after its price was announced, it's too expensive. Thank you for your service, Giraffe. Indeed. Dwayne, it's all about giving. If it means taking one of my snowflakes off someone, be it. Hi Jed, I'm gonna be right back. Sarika, it's almost 7 a.m. here. Gonna get coffee. Go get some coffee. Zayden, I only played the first one. It scares me how dark it gets inside the homes. Yeah, Walking Dead was proper creepy. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. Thank you. I got a question. Are all fiber optic link cables the same? And do different cables affect PC games graphics? So in theory, none of the cables should affect the graphics because they're all doing the same compression. They should all be high-speed USB-C 3 cables. That said, I don't have an eye to tell you if graphics and different cables are different, but I have found some cables tend to drop frames more than others. They're having just a problem artifacting, they're having a problem getting the data through fast enough. So I do think not all cables are created equal. I've tried a lot of them though, and I can't say any of them stand out as way better than any others. I feel like they all are kind of glitchy and kind of a problem. Airflap, my favorite candy bar has to be something like Mars bars. I think Snickers is kind of mid. Shout out to the PNW, yes. Shirzad, have you tried B-Haptics Vest? I'm returning mine more like a massager than an immersion device. Shirzad, did you set it up on the PC? Because from what I understand, they start at 100% haptics, but they can go up to 200% haptics. That said, I've never owned one. I have tried one, but that means because I didn't own it, I didn't get to tinker with the settings and try it on max. And I will say it was a little underwhelming how it hit. It didn't hit super hard like I wanted to, especially as someone... Oh gosh, can I do this with a cat here? Especially as someone who's done a lot of VR with a sub pack on. This thing, if you turn it up too loud, it will punch you in the chest. And this is the kind of haptics I want, but this isn't a proper haptic vest. This is using audio signals and transducers to fire the bass into your body, kind of like sitting up next to a subwoofer. But after using this and then trying a B-Haptics vest, it just wasn't the same. It wasn't what I was looking for. And that's the reason I haven't bought one myself personally. I want it. I don't want to get hurt, but I want to feel it. If I get shot, if I get bit by a zombie, I want to feel it. And the B-Haptics, I just didn't feel it enough. It kind of helped at least alert you which direction you were getting attacked from. But beyond that, it wasn't like super powerful. My cat has got a hold of my sub pack now and I can't put it down. Let go. Let go. Let go. She is not letting go. Okay, there's a solution to this. No, there isn't. That strap is attached. Is it? Maybe it's... I can attach it. Okay, Cat, you can keep the strap. Sub pack is going down here. Sorry. I'm going very hoarse from talking for too long. I cannot believe we've raised almost $600, everybody. Thank you. Can't even play Walking Dead in Ohio. Nah, I made a whole bunch more snowflakes. Maybe getting a head start next year. Yes, we'll save the snowflakes again for next year, just in case. I can't believe we've gone this high, though. Seriously. I don't think we'll hit 1,000, but you've all done so much that it's really amazing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Ryder, if you can only have 3 accessories, I know you want Bobo strap and grips. What is the last thing you would get? If I can only have 3 accessories, it would be the Bobo VR M2 Plus head strap. It would be the Optica rechargeable grips. Third, it would be audio if there was a good enough audio solution at the moment. There isn't still one that I would say is my definite. So of the existing accessories, my third would be a Bobo VR F2 fan facial interface. But if Bobo VR's audio solution comes out and I really like it, that would be my third one. Zayden, is there any way to improve the graphics resolution for Pavlov on Quest 2? There is options. You can either go through, there's videos on this, I haven't made them, but other people have. You can enable developer settings, and you can manually tweak the actual in-headset resolution. Your frame rates can suffer and other stuff too, even your battery power, but that's an option. There's some people that have made apps that you can sideload that make it a lot easier to do that instead of having to go through the settings yourself. Things like that can help, but ultimately you're at the mercy of the processor that's in it that's actually underclocked because it doesn't have a good enough cooling solution on it, so it's not going to get a ton better. Hi Jet, whoever got the Quest 2 before the $100 increase just made $100 easy. You know what some people did that was really smart, Hi Jet? When they announced that $100 increase, they bought their Quest 2, but they didn't activate it for another week or so because they also announced that you get Beat Saber for free if you bought it after the price went up. So they waited to activate theirs until the price went up, and then they activated it. They got it for the lower price and they got Beat Saber for free. That's big brain right there. Dwayne, now that I have donated my last penny for a great cause, I'm going to jump into some VR and kill some zombies. Hey, go do some Drop Dead. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your donations on here too. Seriously, everybody, it means a lot. We've raised a lot of money tonight for Thankmas. It's really cool. Okay, I'll head out for the night. Have a good night. Hey, have a good night, Earflap. I'm probably going to do the same in a little bit. It is getting pretty late here. Shirzad, sub pack is amazing compared to, yeah, the sub pack. I actually tried wearing 2 sub packs at once on front and back. It was intense. I feel like I was going to blow my chest up. Action, do we want to head out? Hey, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. EJ, can you return a Quest 2 with a full refund? And is there a limit when you can? I'm guessing it's probably like the 30 days Amazon gives you. That's like most places have a 30-day return policy. But some places are different with electronics if they've been open. So I'm not sure. But I definitely think it's probably not more than 30 days. Like if you've had yours for a year, I don't think you could return it. Provolver is one of the best editions for gun haptics. I do want to try that because having an actual like kickback from a gun, I'm into that idea. Never doubt the power of the people. The donations may not end when the broadcast says. Well, and that's true too because this whole Thankmas is going all month. So yeah, go to bed, Zayden. Have a good night. Thank you. I'm probably gonna be doing the same here soon myself. But I seriously want to say thank you, everybody. Like $600 in donations. Dwayne, why the heck would you want to return it? That is a good question. I don't know. Why do you want to return your Quest 2, Hey Jet? Oh, this has been a very successful charity live stream, everybody. Thank you. I have so much cat hair on me, Libby and Willow. They're both in here, and I just feel like I have cat hair all over my face somehow. Oh, to get the Quest 3. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be an option. Your best bet would be to sell your Quest 2 before the Quest 3 gets announced. Because once Quest 3 gets announced, the Quest 2 isn't going to be worth as much. So, like, I don't know. But if I had to guess, I would guess the Quest 3 would launch next fall. So if you sold your Quest 2 next summer, save that money for the Quest 3. That would probably be your best bet, best way to do it. I kind of want to round out these donations, so I'm going to make one more donation here. Thoughts on Veil. Veil is one of those games that, like, I talked to the developers, actually. They were on our podcast, and they have put in a ton of work on that game, trying to make the absolute best first-person shooter ever. And what they're doing, they've come up with some really cool things. They've made an algorithm that actually can try to help understand if you have your gun out and you lean around a wall, it's trying to figure out if you're leaning versus if you're stepping. Because if you step around a wall, all of a sudden someone can shoot you in the leg, they can shoot you in the hip. But if you're leaning, only your head and your gun are out. So they've put in some real work to try and figure these things out. That put us up to $850. $850. Yeah, so they've done a really good job and a lot of work on it. I do feel like, I know the game kind of has that look still, but like those models in the game, like the people in it, those were supposed to be skinless models. Those weren't done yet. And so they're still supposed to be making those looking real people. But I'm kind of wondering if they're just going to keep them now because it's become so iconic with Vale that you just have basically like the black armor or the white armor. I do feel like it's something they've been working on for so long that I'm like, okay, when is it going to be like, this is exactly what it's going to be? And it may never. But I think that they've done a lot of good work, and I'm excited to see the future, even if it's not a game that I would probably spend a ton of time playing. Dwayne, if I had a nickel for every time someone said I had too much kitty hair on me, I'd be eating nickel soup. True. EJ, just found out Beat Saber on Quest 2 Steam graphic is better than standalone Beat Saber. Just found Beat Saber on Quest 2 Steam. Yeah. Oh yeah. Anytime if you're on a PC, the PC version is going to look better. Shazad, Breachers looks more appealing than Vale. Breachers is the one everybody was saying was like a Rainbow Six Siege or something, right? I saw some videos out there about that, but I haven't played it. Hi, Max. Welcome. We're kind of winding down here, but we're doing a RecTuber Thankmas charity live stream, and we've raised a lot of money tonight thanks to some very generous people. All of the people here, their donations are all up here. And remember, I said if you donated and you want them, hit me up on Discord or something, and I'll try and send you some JayBratt stickers because I have a ton. Dwayne, we're going to keep it clean tonight. Thank you. Sarika Kitty hair. Yeah, cats are great. Their hair is not as great, but you deal with it when you love cats. Shot me being in Oklahoma. I've never been to Oklahoma. I wouldn't mind checking it out, but it's one state I've never been to, I don't think. Max Adkins, awesome. Yeah, it's been a fun night. You can tell I'm getting kind of hoarse from talking for now. 2 hours straight. We just hit 2 hours. But seriously, this is so cool. So many generous donations from all of you, really. Thank you. When I first tried VR, I didn't get motion sick. Not everybody does, Hijet. I never got motion sick. But that also could be... Oh gosh, my voice is really going to be gone tomorrow. That could be because, like, when I first tried VR, it was on a Gear VR headset. And Gear VR didn't really have big games, you know? Like, the most time you might spend in one was like 15 minutes. So you put it on, you played your little game, then you were done. So you didn't really have that time to, like, get really sick from it. Synth Riders versus Beat Saber. Nothing beats Beat Saber for me personally. Shazad. A lot of people like Synth Riders. A lot of people like, what was that other one that was probably for Audica? And a couple others. For me, nothing beats Beat Saber. Pistol Whip is a close second, but Beat Saber is just awesome. It's innovative. It's a game that can only work in VR. Like a flat version of it wouldn't be the same. Yeah, I would donate, but it's too late. Max, hey, no worries. You don't have to, but I appreciate anyone who showed up here. Everybody who donates, I seriously, so many donations. If you join late, all of these snowflakes down here are names and donation amounts from this year. We did our first charity live stream last Thankmas, and those are actually up on the wall up there. I saved those for over a year, so I have all of those. Those were in this room here. I kept all of them, and now I've got all these too, so I've got a whole bunch more to keep. Hi, Jay. One last question. Is there a way to get money back for the Among Us VR pre-order? Because I pre-ordered it, but never received it, and it doesn't show. Ooh. I mean, that's going to be a tough one. If you can prove that you paid for it somehow, maybe. But that's going to be a hard one to get the money back if it's not showing in your order history. So, yeah. Hello, Kitty. I've got two cats here. You can't really see them right now, but one is right here and one is right here on the desk. Oh, Libby. Entity, it's 5 a.m. What are you doing up? You must be over in Europe. Yeah, I know. It's only 9 o'clock at night for me. Crusher Fire. Let's keep saving the snowflakes and see how large the pile gets. We'll save them every year. That's my plan. I'm going to have to put them up a little higher away from the sink, though, because a couple of them didn't survive the year. They got too wet and fell apart. Are they going to special or are they all the same? They're all just, we ran out of blue paper, so some of them became green. But no, they're all, I mean, they're just all the different donations. We got a $5 one. We got a $100 one. There's just all kinds of them here. So seriously, we do have some we got two really massive ones. If we get any more big ones, we'll put them on the massive ones if that happens. But yeah, we're kind of winding down, so I don't think we're going to quite reach that 1,000, but seriously, everybody has donated so much. We've over doubled what we did last year in the charity live stream, so thank you. I went to a concert. It was sick, and I don't know, just not sleeping when my mate is passed out next to me. I know how that goes. Sometimes your night is too fun and exciting, and you just can't sleep after it happens. Let me end this with you. You're absolutely freaking awesome. Thank you for doing this for a great cause, and please keep the reviews coming. Much love, Dwayne. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'll keep going for you here. We actually, unfortunately, John didn't quite finish the video, but I was going to live stream anyways. But it should be coming out tomorrow. Finally got to do the Quest Pro controllers with the Quest 2, so should have a video out for all of you tomorrow on my thoughts on that. Serious Sam got me shook in the beginning. VR legs been born. Serious Sam, that is a cool game. I actually played one of the original ones on PC with a friend way back in the day when we were kids, and that was just such a cool experience to play that co-op with each other. I loved Serious Sam. Chris, I only got motion sick in VR when I played Echo. Echo's an intense one. Yeah. If you want to know if you can get sick in VR, Echo VR is the way to test it. That is an intense game. We ended up with 55 likes on the stream. Thank you, everybody. I'm not going to have a voice tomorrow. Oh, I think I am going to end the stream here soon and go get ready for bed, though. I don't usually go to bed at 9, but I'm tired. I actually took a nap on the couch today. I'm just really tired today. I don't know why. But we got a lot of filming to do tomorrow, so I need to get good rest. Oh, Libby. Oh, Libby. Can you see the kitty foot? Whenever you end the stream, don't forget my name because I'm going to meet you one day. I'm going to ask if you know my name, and if you do, I'm going to die. Ryder, all right. it's going to be pretty easy to remember because I have a donation from you on here. Well, it wasn't actually you, but someone who wanted to make sure you felt included. Oh my gosh. Okay. Something just happened. Hang on. Crusher did another 50 to bring us to $900 total and says, can we make it to 1,000? Whew. Crusher, you are amazing. So here's what I'm going to do, Crusher. You've done $256. Since we're writing on the big one, I think I'm going to put all your totals together on this one. Wow. Thank you. Okay, we got 266.19 from Crusher Fire. Seriously, such huge donations. Really, thank you. I don't know if we can make it to 1,000, but we are way up there. Put that one on Jerafina's hat. And I'll put it here because it's only going to cover, it's kind of covering your other one, Crusher, but that's okay because that one's you too. Seriously. Crusher for the huge donations of the night with the 266, and you've actually become the top donator on the whole campaign if you didn't go look at that, because it was Bothia. If you don't know Bothia, 100,000 subscriber Rec Room channel. But yeah, Crusher Fire is now in our stream, the top donator here on our stream, and the top donator for the entire campaign. Thank you so much. Seriously. So cool. This has been so fun. Thank you, everybody. Doom will test your might. Test your might. Yes. Crusher Fire, the MVP. Lucius, my head out. This live stream, play some Half-Life. And half. I keep hearing weird alert sounds. I don't know what they mean. Half and half. It was a fun stream. Hope you have a good night. Hey, thank you so much for being here, Lucius. I actually have a half and half video on the channel. That game is fun. Shirzad, he's crushing it. Seriously, everybody, so much money. Come on, guys. Let's whip up some more meals. I will stay a little longer because it's possible. We're 100 away from 1,000. It could happen. So I'm going to hang out with y'all for a little longer. I cannot believe it's this much. Thanks to all of you. Thank you. That means we've raised now $650 since I started this stream tonight. That is amazing. Thank you. Oh, John asking me a question about a video. He says the Pro Controllers video is done. Okay. John says I can come by and see the video in the morning if I want. That's awesome. So we will have the Pro Controllers on Quest 2 video out for you all tomorrow. I know a lot of you have been asking out about that. Hi Jet, every time Hi Jet plays Phasmophobia, my stomach just wants to... Yeah. Phasmophobia is a tough one too. Not just because of the motion stuff, but the frame rates can get laggy in it. I know. Sarika, the kid is up causing mayhem. Even though it's like... Well, I guess it's morning for you. That happens. Have a good one. Hey, thank you. Thanks, Sarika, for the donation too. Don't tackle the donations at the 1 yard line. I want to look up. I want to know. Let me take a look at something here. Give me 1 second. I'm looking back. We got 15. Okay. I really want to see if we can make it. I feel like we can make it. I'm going to do another little one here to put us that much closer. That's going to max me out, though. I had an amount for the day on all the Thankmas streams I went on of how much I can donate, and this is going to put me at the limit of how much it was. Yeah, there's been a lot of Thankmas streams today. Okay. Editor John popping in. Hey, buddy. Thanks for finishing that video. Okay. $910. We are $90 from 1,000. I'm going to try to hold out and stay in the stream here, even though I really want to get ready for bed. I'm going to stay just in case we can make it. So if any of you are out there and you're on the fence and you kind of want to give a little bit, now's the time. If I think we just might make it. So I'm going to hold on and keep hanging out and answering your questions here. You're skiing today and got air for the first time. Max, I got air once skiing. It was a blizzard rolled in on the mountain. I only went skiing for like one ski program in school. So a blizzard rolled in on the mountain and all of a sudden you like couldn't see. And I was like on this one spot. I knew the general direction the lodge was in, but I couldn't see it. And I was like, I need to just get going that direction or I'm going to not be able to find my way back. And so I start skiing downhill and I think, okay, that's the way the lodge is. I didn't know there was moguls off to the side of like the usual kind of bunny hill path I was on. And I started hitting these moguls. So I hit like 1, 2, and on the third one, I went up in the air, fell and landed on my side. And I just remember it felt like I burst my kidney. It hurt so bad. I thought that I was going to be having some blood. But luckily I didn't. Luckily it hurt, but I didn't like injure myself internally. But that was freaky. We got back to the lodge and actually one person, they weren't even that far from the lodge, but they got lost briefly in the blizzard and they were really cold. They came over and put like heat packs on them and stuff. That was probably the only time, anytime I've been on a mountain that was ever kind of scary. But yeah, that was something else. So congrats on getting air and I hope it was planned for you, unlike for me. Ryder needs to upgrade my PC a little bit more than I can play PCVR. It's a lot of upgrades it takes to get there. It's PCVR is intensely, takes a lot to do it. So yeah, I hear you. Dwayne, I do love your reviews on the Quest Pro. Most of us are not gonna, yeah. Yeah, that's why we did some Quest Pro stuff when it first launched. You won't see a lot of it anymore. You'll see some, like, obviously the Pro controllers for the Quest 2. Some people are thinking about that because it's a lot less money. But, Libby, your claw's stuck in me. My cat got her claw stuck in my pants and was freaking out. Libby. Okay. Oh, did someone say, did it go up? I still see the $10, the last donation. Mr. Tass is back again. Mr. Tass, can you believe how much we've gone up? We are almost to 1,000. I can't believe it. Thoughts on Dash Dash Worlds? Dash Dash Worlds is like the Mario Kart in VR, basically, right? I never actually got to play it, but I was interested in that one because obviously Mario Kart in VR, heck yes. I keep just hoping Nintendo will actually drop a proper VR headset at some point. Like, that Labo Nintendo thing wasn't really there, but so many of their games I want to play in VR. Thanks so much for hanging in there. Wow, on the amount. Oh, yeah, seriously. Bet it's good hanging there myself. Yep, it's after midnight. Yeah, I'm going to be going to sleep here soon. I'm holding out just in case. I know it's still a long road if we were to hit 1,000, but I feel like maybe, just maybe someone in Europe will wake up and they'll see the live stream and they'll pop in and maybe we'll get there. Can you change Beat Saber graphics on Steam? Well, you can change Beat Saber graphics inside of Beat Saber, or if you're on Steam VR, you can go into the super sampling settings and turn those up, and that will change the graphics a bit, yes, but it's not going to be like a night and day difference from what you're used to. It's only $9.15. You could do this. Listen, fellas, forget that $5 DLC, a $5 donation to whip up some dope meals. It's possible. Whiteouts mean business. Yeah, blizzards, snow, yeah, I was definitely not experienced enough to know what to do. Hey Jet, is my PC good for VR? An RTX 3070 and i7 and RAM. Most likely, I need to know what i7 it actually is. But like my first PC that you saw for years sitting here before the pyramid that's now buried in donations, my first PC was an i7 8700 with an RTX 37. No, it was a 2070. And it had 16 gigs of RAM, which I did upgrade to 32 after a while because Beat Saber with mixed reality, it wasn't quite holding up. But yeah, if it's at least an i7 4570 or something, like the minimum requirements, if it's at least that, you should be able to do VR. You may not be able to max out your settings, but you'd be able to do it. Right, I'm getting the same mic as you because you made a vid about it and loved your... Oh, nice. Well, yeah, there's the black edition or the white edition. The white edition shows some dust, as I'm realizing right now as I'm looking at it, but I got it because we switched to this whole white setup and it just looked really clean with it. Did she just get a little cat scratch here? No, she didn't like actually claw me. She was just stuck in my clothing. How much is the Quest Pro controllers by themselves? $300, Chris. They're not cheap. John answered that as well. They're not cheap, but for some people who have already spent, a few hundred on... Oh, we got another donation. For some people who have already spent a few hundred on accessories and stuff, and they're going for it, that could be the last little bit they need is like, okay, I really just want that better tracking. It'll be worth it. Mr. Tasselhoff coming back in with another $20, getting us that much closer at 930. I feel like we can make it if I just stay here long enough. I know it's late. I know people are tired, but I'm like, if that hits 1,000, that would be so amazing. Mr. Tass with another $20. We're $70 away from 1,000. I didn't think I was going to be streaming this long or this late tonight, but it's so close. I'm like, I just got to hold out. I know it can happen. Mr. Tass. Boom. You can also sign up to volunteer with World Central Kitchen. That's really cool. That's really cool what they do. So if you joined later and you didn't hear, basically, Thankmas, all the donations are going to a charity called World Central Kitchen. And what they are about, what they do, is when there's a disaster, an earthquake or a flood in an area, people have lost their homes, they need help. They get in there. They put boots on the ground. They go and they serve meals to people to help them in their time of the worst crisis that they're dealing with. Like, this isn't just a charity that sends money to help. They actually get there and help, which is really cool. I think that's just such a comforting thing to know that someone actually just shows up. It's not just, oh, here's this to buy something. Like, that's very real help, and that's really cool. And these donations everyone has made here tonight is part of now the $10 or $11 million that's been raised. Like, Every $3 buys a meal. That is a ton of meals. Really cool. Can I stream things from my Steam Deck to my Oculus? Dwayne, as far as I understand, I don't believe that's been accomplished yet. A lot of people were wondering that, and I think last I checked, it wasn't working. Like, people weren't able to quite get it to Power VR. But I haven't looked in a while, so that could be outdated. And I don't have one, so I haven't tried it. All this talk about PCs makes me want to upgrade mine. What are your specs now, Noah? Maybe as we upgrade, maybe if I have some parts, I can help you out. One of our last PCs when we upgrade, I sent a bunch of the parts to different people on the Discord server. Just gave them to them to help them out. So it could happen. Lucius. Hi, Jay. I couldn't resist to ask one more question. Is there a way to sideload games with an iPhone because I don't have a Samsung? Whew, I am not the person to ask because I don't have an iPhone. I believe that with the app with SideQuest, I believe that now you can sideload directly through the app. I don't think you have to have a PC anymore. I don't think. Not positive on that one. But I believe that they had announced that now you could do it through your phone. Because it used to be you always had to hook it up to a computer. And now it might be you have to hook up to a computer once and then you can use your phone. But I think it's possible. Max Adkins tried VR on my PC and everything's just crashed. Yeah, that'll happen. And that'll even happen if you have one that's capable sometimes. It just doesn't always do it. Are you sure it wasn't a Mac? Oh boy. I'm going to be so hoarse tomorrow. I am out of water. I am out of drinks. Talked about the Quest 3 a little earlier. Do you know when it's coming out or anything about it? Well, I don't know any more than you would if you've watched some of the leaks about it. Basically, it looks like a cheaper version of the Quest Pro. It looks like it's going to have kind of the same pancake lenses that makes it smaller. It looks like it has the exact same head strap as the Quest 2, but hopefully, of course, it's swappable like the Quest 2. And who knows, if it is the exact same one, current head straps might actually work with it. Libby, my leg is killing me. Can you let me switch legs here? Libby's like, do not move. I will bite you. She just wants to go to sleep on me, but I need to switch legs. Thank you, love. Oh, gosh. Thank you. Livy, now her claw is caught in my shirt again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. We got another $25. Let me go see. Let me go see. Nat, I need more snowflakes. Just a couple. Mr. Tass, $25 in cashback bonus sitting doing nothing on my card. To everyone, do the digital equivalent of looking for change in your couch just on Venmo, PayPal, credit cards. I just want to go to sleep, but let's do this. That puts us up to $9.55. Thank you, love. Oh my gosh, we are so close. $45 away. I know we can make this. Mr. Tass with another 25. Mr. Tass, thank you so much. Seriously, everyone, this has been amazing. This is now $700 we've raised out of this total from all the RecTubers. Seriously, so cool. I didn't want to do the stream this late. I wanted to do it earlier today, but so much was going on. But now I'm kind of glad we did, because it's like the end of the day, and like the people, Deck and Killer XP that are in Europe who organize this, they're asleep, and they're gonna wake up and be like, "How the heck did this get to $1,000 overnight?" This is gonna be a big surprise for them. That's really cool. Crusher Fire says, come on, guys, forget buying unfinished AAA titles for $70. Let's get $7 in. We're close. $45 now. That's like one big VR game. I really want to help. Hey, Christian, it's okay. Don't feel pressured. Like, we're trying to hit that 1,000 goal, but people will show up who can help. Like, don't feel like you have to at all. Don't. No. We're having fun here hanging out, and it's just exciting to see it so close to a big thing like that. Christian Drake, hi, though. Hi. Noah's got the i5-8400, 16 gigs RAM, and an RX 580. You got a pretty decent setup still. If you need some RAM, I might have some RAM for you. If it's probably DDR4, I imagine. We're so close, $45. I know we can do this. According to the Quest leaks, it's come with self-tracking controllers. Yep. So like I was saying, it's kind of like the Quest Pro, but cheaper. I would imagine it's pretty much the same controllers as the Quest Pro. Would be awesome if current head straps and other accessories work on Quest 3. That would be cool. And if it's the exact same one, seems like they should work. So the only problem is maybe you won't be able to get close enough to your eyes because the current accessories are expecting this big Quest 2. And if it's down to pancake lens, a lot smaller, we might have a problem getting it close. Would be awesome in current head straps. Yep. Dwayne, I've given all I can and maybe a little more. Get this 2,000, please. I feel the same way. I went over what I said I was going to donate for my own personal budget on all the different streams today. So I feel you, but I know we're so close. I'm like, oh, what if I just did another 20, 25 or something? We're so close. Check those digital couches. People think they're getting Quest Pro controllers with the Quest 3. I don't think it'll be quite the exact Quest Pro controllers, but I think that they're going for the same design. They'll probably just use cheaper components. Or, I mean, it is another year from now. Maybe now that they've designed them, they found a way to make them cheaper. Because that's typically how tech goes. You look at anything, early adopters have to pay a fortune for it. And then you wait a year or two, and they've figured out ways to make the same technology, but cheaper. And it's just possible. So, it's possible. I'll hang in there as long as you. There's 20 people in the chat. $2 each and we make the goal. New video tomorrow. You are speed. Hi, Jet. New video tomorrow will be the Quest Pro controllers. Maybe a short as well. We'll see. Oh boy, how are we doing here? We got 56 likes. We still have 20 people here. And we are so close. I'm really proud to see that the top donor now on this list. Oh, something just happened. I'm proud to see that the top donator on this list is from our stream now. 965. We're $35 away. Ryder, you're cool. Thank you. Kira Thack, the $1,500 Quest accessories package giveaway winner, has been hanging out in the chat here. Just gave another $10. Thank you, Kira Thack. $965. This is so close. Okay, I'm digging deep here too. I'm officially going over what I promised myself I budgeted today for donations to people's Thankmas streams. So we're going to be really close now. Okay. I got Kira Thack for another 10. I got to fit on the giraffe here somehow. Oh. I'm going to catch up on chat here in a second. All right, that puts us up to 980. We only need $20 to hit 1,000. I'm going to let it stay there. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to wait until we hit there before I end the stream because I know we can do it. $20 is a reachable goal. Oh. Hey, Jason. Welcome. Sorry, I was tied up there for a while. $20 away. We can do this. That red cube is shining. Mr. Tass, all your accessories back there are amazing. My brother saw the one at the very top, the actual JayBratt logo. He's like, did someone 3D print that? I was like, yes, they did. Wish I had a Questy plush. Maybe we'll get more this year, Mr. Tass. I'm guessing they're going to do another Quest. I hope they do another Quest day because it's already almost Christmas. I feel like it should have happened. But if they do and they get another plushie, maybe I can find out a way to get you one. Hey, Jed, I'm happy to know you, JayBratt. Everything about you is just amazing. The stream, the content, the giveaways, I'll always watch it until I die. Hi, Jed, thank you. That really means a lot. Thank you. I'm just so happy that we're at a point where we can do things like this as a channel. It's really cool. Like, to get on here and raise this kind of money, that's incredible. Seriously, everybody, thank you. Adriana, hey there. Welcome. Whew, we're so... Oh, my God. Who did that? Who did that? Somebody donated Crusher Fire $19.99. Someone's gonna have to take it over the top. We are 1 cent away. I'm just gonna write it on here. Plus $19.99. Dang it, Crusher. You are amazing. You've donated like $300 of this money. So you are incredible. Thank you. Okay. So all someone has to do, we'll end up giving $1,000 to Thankmas. Someone just has to donate. Unfortunately, I don't think you can donate a cent. I think the minimum donation is $1. But anyone gives $1 and we're there. And the stream is going to end. And I'm going to go nurse my voice back to health by drinking a bunch of water and get ready for bed. But I'm here until we cross that finish line. So thank you, everybody. My name is pronounced Christian, but it's spelled. Okay, Christian, thank you. I hope I'm saying that now. Christian. Thank you. Hopefully I can donate one day. Headjet, you donate your comments to the channel by being the first person to comment on almost every video that comes out. So I really appreciate you. Seriously. Crush Your Fire, thank you so much. Spend all the money. Well, the money isn't even something that's I have access to. This goes directly to Thankmas, but they will spend the money on doing good in the world, so you can feel good about that. Kirathak. So Mr. Tasselhoff is Mr. Tass 3D, yes. I'm a bit of a maker myself, 3D printer. I'm looking forward to your stuff from your giveaway. I think it got delivered today. Kirathak, I think Mr. Tass messaged me and said it had been delivered. So if you got a package today, that's all the 3D printed goodies. Someone donate $1. Someone's gonna do it. I know it. Are the Beat Saber song packs good and worth the price? Depends on what you like. If you like the band, then the pack is worth it. If it's not a band that you don't like, you may not feel the same way. But anytime you're jamming out to music you like in Beat Saber, it's always worth it. Hey, there we go. There we go. We did it. We did it. I'm so happy. Mr. Tass finished it off, making an even $100 for the day from Mr. Tass. So here's what I'm gonna do then. Because you did 100 as well, Mr. Tass, I'm going to switch you out to a big one for $100 total from Mr. Tass. Everybody, this has been an incredible night. My voice is gone, but it's for a good cause, so I'm okay with it. Mr. Tass for $100 at the top of the draft. Crush Your Fire, almost $300. But Fall Leaves, Kirathak, Scarlet. Oh goodness, they're everywhere. Ryder, Assassin 32, Arfix, Zanaka, Nat, Dwayne, Noah Nelson, Cobalt, Mavel. I think I said Zanax already. Undead Snake, MIV. Everybody, thank you so much. Seriously, this is incredible. I can't believe we did this. Seriously, thank you so much. I'm really happy. I want to say thank you. I want to say have a good night or a good day wherever you're at. I'm just scanning chat to make sure there's nothing I did. We did it, Christian. Nice, Dwayne. With I love you with the Fashion Rider. You're amazing. Tass the man, over 300 meals. Adriana, it's totally fine. You were here, and I appreciate that more than anything. Seriously, we just made a couple people in Europe smart. Yes, they're gonna wake up and be blown away. They'll probably be awake pretty soon, actually. Thanks for talking to us. You're such an awesome Max. You're awesome. Thank you. Well done, Noah. We did it. Everybody, I want to say thank you so much. Thank you for being here. A very successful second Thankmas. I can't believe this, but thank you so much, everyone. Good night. Merry Christmas. Happy Thankmas. Thank you for being a part of this channel with me, a part of this community. It's been an amazing couple years, and I want to say you're all the best. So thank you. And I'll see you in another reaction.